we are back, ready for possibly one of the best games of all time. We're just going to press the go live button on YouTube as well. Here we go. Everything is working. We are set. We are ready for adventures in Rimworldy chaos. It is going to be... Well, I say it's going to be chaos. I don't actually know. I have not played at all with the Anomaly DLC. I have played nothing of this, so I know absolutely nothing about it. I know the basics of Rimworld, naturally, but I don't know a lot of what the Anomaly stuff... Not that we're likely to be tackling the Anomaly stuff immediately, or I don't really know exactly what is going to... what exactly is going to be going on with all of this, but we are going to see what might transpire today. And of course, like, without the fact of the Anomaly part of it, it's still Rimworld. It's still Rimworld. It's still an incredibly punishing, challenging game. Now, it is heavily modded. Not quite as heavily modded as some of the playthroughs I have done. We have got a good selection of mods. The vehicles are back. However, this time around, I'm not allowed to use aircraft, simply because they are the most overpowered things in existence. I have removed most of the aircraft mods anyway. But, yeah. We're going to do a normal start here. So we've got 3 survivors into a map. The Anomaly stuff will come later as time goes on and everything. Welcome everyone who is just tuning in. Thank you all very much. There are donations and things. Sorry, I'll get started and then we'll read. Otherwise I'm going to get distracted and nothing's going to happen. Basically. Yes, right. Let's begin. I've just noticed my monitor is wonky. I think, while I was downstairs getting a drink, a certain kitten has stood on my monitor. Dagon, it's lopsided. Dagon, I told you off last night for that. She's chasing Cass around. That's going to end really badly for you. Cass is massive compared to you. I just noticed my monitor's all wonky. How have you done that? It's not even the right height. It's not even... It was twisted and it had been pushed down. Dagon. Dagon. No standing on the monitor anymore. Please. I'm worried you're going to break something. Right. Distracto kitters right from the off. Okay, we're going to go. Strive to survive is the normal way that we play it. Now, I don't really know. These are some Anomaly settings. I don't really know how all of this is going to go on here. I'm going to go standard stuff here. You can have Anomaly threats. Rare, balanced, intense, or overwhelming. I'm gonna start off, you know what, we're gonna go 15%. That may be a... Oh, so that's what it's... So, Anomaly threats while the thing's inactive. When it is active, there is a bit bigger chance of Anomaly threats going on. I feel like it could be fun to mess around with that. Now, we've got to select our original... Oh, wait, commitment... commitment mode. So, no save scumming in this. There's intermittent mic cuts. I don't know why that would be. Hold on, I'm going to unplug it and plug it back in. Right. Hopefully it'll stop. I don't know why it would be doing that. Unfortunately, I can't really keep an eye on it and check it at all times. But, yes. Okay. I think we are set. So commitment mode, no save scumming. Whatever happens, happens, and could not happen any other way. Cannot undo it. We're going to stick with a fairly kind of balanced storyteller for this one. I've tried some of the random ones, and they can get a bit frustrating. Right. So we are going to. I like the idea of the world seed being Dagon. I don't think I've done Rimworld since I've had Dagon, so I don't think we've ever done this world seed. We can indeed create the world Dagon. There is the usual factions. I mean, there are some new factions. Let's not forget here, because I've got a lot of mods on, as per usual. So it's going to be a fairly standard world here. A fairly standard world here. we're going to create our planet. Now, where do I want to crash land on? Don't worry, folks. As I said, thank you for subscriptions, donations. I will read those all in a minute. Let me just get us set up. Let's just get us started. What is that terrain? That's new. Probably I don't want to be in the corrupted purple goo. I don't know about you, but I feel like that's a bad call. If I'm going to land somewhere, maybe we land away from the corrupted purple goo. It feels dangerous. I mean, I don't know where I want to be. I do feel like... So, I generally quite like going into the mountains. I quite like being in the mountains. You know, we could have like a little river base. That could be cool. We could have like a little mountainous river base. Could be quite neat. I could do... I would like, if I'm going to be really picky, we could go for a year-round growing season or something like that if we're going to be I say really, really picky. But yeah, a -2 to 3. I mean, it's a pretty good growing season crash landing down here. You know, we should be able to survive for quite a while. Now, so this is going to be a mountainous... The downside, there are some downsides to this plan, depending on how we crash land. Marble and limestone and slate. I probably want... I could do with some marble, slate, and granite. Could be good. I do have access to the big drills that we have in the past that will be able to get us some chunks. Now, of course, the downside of the mountain, the bugs and space. We may have to start digging into mountains and deal with bugs and all of that sort of crap. We might not. I don't know. We could deal with... we could be a lot more protected from raids because of the mountains. You know, there is that as a possibility as well. So, yeah. I'm going to go for it because I think it could be interesting. Marble, slate, and granite seems like a good option. We don't want the bugs, but the bugs might be a part of this whether we want them to or not, pretty much. Everyone might die. I don't know. Right, so I have another rule when I play these, when I go through these. I'm not allowed to re-roll or randomise any of the characters. I have to pick the best 7 from this lot here, which honestly doesn't look great. Doesn't fill me with confidence currently. So, things we need people to be good at. We need someone who is good at shooting. Unfortunately, our defence lawyer here is addicted to alcohol. We can't really deal with that. Space tactician. Okay. That, to me, feels like a really, really good option. You know? That feels like just a perfect choice, really. We've got good shooting, we've got good intellectual, you are going to do science, and you are going to protect the base. Now, we need someone, ideally, who is good at... Ew, you're quite good, actually. You're bringing beer with you, but you aren't addicted to beer. That's fine. Good at melee, good at likes construction, and very, very good at mining. Now, that's helpful. That's very helpful indeed. So the other thing that we could do with is someone who is decent with plants. You are looking... Okay, you are incapable of violence. I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that. One of my first 3 people. Ooh. They're not very good at shooting, but they are good with plants, so that comes in really handy. I would take genome. I would take this character. No, sorry. I would take whoever was. Yeah, I would have taken those probably, but incapable of violence. When you've only got 3 people, it's going to be all hands on deck, especially if bugs turn up early on. So it is going to be an all hands on deck kind of situation. I feel like this is not a bad selection to begin with. We have a soldier who can protect our base, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I mean, that is a big hopefully moment. We've got someone who's good at mining, considering where we are. That's not bad. Decent at melee and can do some better construction, because they're useless at construction, but they're going to they don't mind mining, they don't mind cooking, and they can grow, and they're a good doctor as well. So I feel like that's not a bad setup. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Right, we are going to get started, and then we will get into the naming aspect of this one. Always an important thing. How much we're going to get through today, how many people and what's going to happen, I don't know. This is one of these genuine, I have absolutely no idea what is going to happen here. Okay. This is where we start. We have literally crashed into a river. I feel like we haven't really planned that one very well. Oh, hello. Somebody's left their Lamborghini here. Sweet. You know what? I'm happy enough with that. Wonderful stuff. Okay. What are we looking at in terms of a map? So first things first, most important thing is figure out where we are going to set up our base. Now, I mean, looking at it, what makes the most sense... It makes the most sense is just to build into this corner. We can actually kind of... yeah, we can literally... We could just build into this corner, and that makes the most... That makes the most sense, and we can gradually expand. We can, you know, we will have an almighty wall at some point built along here. And yeah, that'll work. It's actually not as mountainous as I expected it to be. I mean, I guess this section here is cut off, but yeah, it's actually not that bad. It's really not that bad, because there's no real place bugs are going to spawn naturally, because there's no real caves. That's not even Overhead Mountain. Right. I think I do still have the Thumper mod installed. I won't have it unlocked yet, but I believe we do have the Thumper mod installed. Anyway, our characters. Up first. We will have MG. Thank you very much for the donation. So Rimworld, yes, I love watching you play this. Name pot, please. As you have, generous donation from MG Firebird. Also, thank you very much for 5 gifted subs that went out to the community. You are in. Welcome. I don't know how long you're going to survive here. No guarantees of how long survival might be. And then we scroll back. Pastor Maldonado, thank you very much for the donation. Maldonado is here to look after the colony. Actually, Maldonado is going to go farming, pretty much. Sure, that's not going to be a problem. And we start off with Cat. Kurt, thank you very much for the bits. You are going to be Cat. Here we go. You are not. No, never mind. To be fair, Siamese cat probably not the greatest animal you can start with, owing to the fact that you would want to have a dog. You would want to have one of the dogs that could be trained to carry stuff around. That is probably the most useful. Right, Maldonado, we're going to unnervingly, we're going to give Maldonado a gun, which I feel is a bad idea. But never mind. MG was saying, yep, Firebird is indeed your daughter. So there you go. There is relationship. There is already things are going on. Things are weird. Well, not weird, I guess. It makes sense, right? You'd be on the same like ship at that point. potentially. I don't know. Maybe they'd have put the families together on a ship. Right, we're going to get a storage area. We're going to... what do I want? What do I want? Where is it? Furniture, I'm going to guess. We are going to have some sleeping spots in here, and we are going to build a very, very quick wall around here. Now, it's nothing particularly fancy at this point. However, that will be what we are going for. Okay, we will try and get everything moved, if at all possible. And there we go. Right, things to read. Apologies. Right, let's go back through here. I will try and get as much stuff named as I can. It is going to very much depend, of course, what happens in the first few days of this playthrough. We could get lots of characters. We could all get slaughtered. It's a genuine possibility. Pastor Maldonado, thank you very much for the donation. I say, if there's ever been an anomaly in recent F1 history, it's me. Crashing cars, but also winning a single race. Therefore, I wish to be included in this playthrough. Maldonado is definitely an odd one. A very, very, very fast driver occasionally, and then very, very erratic and lots of crashes. About sums up Maldonado's experience. But, you know, also did an incredible thing with the Williams that no one would ever have expected. So it is one of those bizarro circumstances. Kind of cool bizarro circumstances, but bizarro circumstances. Yeah. But I was never a particular Maldonado fan, nor someone who hated Maldonado. I just was never particularly cared about it. And I also cared about it. You know, they occasionally did something amazing. I feel like is the best way to sum it up on that one. Climber, thank you very much, Nation. So I realise it probably won't last long, given what I've heard about Anomaly. But I still like to be a colonist. I don't know anything about Anomaly, which makes me worried. I'm scared. I'm scared of what mayhem we may unleash upon us here. Maldonado has already gone and put on all the armour, and Firebird has. And we possibly, although to be fair, actually, MG's going to be one of the furthest away from the fight. So there is that. I'm sure things are going to go horribly, horribly wrong for us, but that's half the fun of Rimworld. Half the chaos and weirdness of Rimworld is everything going terribly wrong. I do still have this mod working, because I had to, when, you know, when the game got updated, a lot of the mods have been updated, and the good news is, important mods that I very much like, that I use a lot of, are still working as they should. So, let's go and build a big thing. First thing is first, let's go and sort out some food production, right? Food, very important here on the Rimworld. So let's go and I've also found uranium immediately. That feels good. I like, you know, when you find uranium straight away, this is promising in terms of very big weaponry. Right, Tomby, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 13th month. A roadcast salute to you from chat. A big roadcast salute to you. Thank you very much for the continued support. Saying floor 13, overpriced supercars. I mean, I'd go to that floor. I wouldn't buy any of them, but I'd go have a look. You know, the floor full of supercars. I'm definitely going to go and have a little bit of a wander around and explore. That's for sure. I don't know what shopping centre that would be in, but I definitely want to go and explore it at this point. Drake, thank you for the bits, saying, Alex, 3 things. 1, happy birthday, Brazen. Of course. Every day is Brazen's birthday. We say happy birthday to Brazen. 2, planning other Perico holidays soon. Well, I mean, I say depending on... The video that went out today was a car heist, a bit like the old school heists, where we start our own homemade heists. And I'm hoping the video will do well. I kind of assume it will in some ways. It was fantastic. Very happy with how it turned out. So more of our own homebrew heists is very, very possible. It is really... It is quite likely we will see more of them. They might not all be on They won't all be on the island. There will be other ones elsewhere. A very big thank you as well to the filming crew that did an awful lot of things. They put a huge amount of effort into that. I know Gliska did quite a lot of work, but I think a lot of them spent a lot of time, a lot of effort making all of that happen. Because I can't really be involved too much with the setup because I want to go into it not knowing what's going on, which is a difficult line to tread. So, yeah, a very big thank you to them who did a lot of work in getting all of that, all the sort of behind-the-scenes stuff, making that work. But yes, there is quite a good chance that you will see some more heists in the future. There is quite a good chance that you will see some more heists in the future because it was really cool to do. Provided they do, well view-wise, could well see some more. And also, can I be a colonist? Absolutely, you will be on the list. Of course, like I said, I would love to be able to promise colonists for everybody. There's it's day one of Rimworld. We will see how things pan out in all of this. Firebird said thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs that went out to the community. Caleb, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, so far, Rimworld Calebs have been a corpse-obsessed psycho artist, the world's unluckiest soldier, and a legendary doctor. So I'm very interested to see how my next incarnation fares. Yeah, who knows? It's got to go better than the various longbow reincarnations that have occurred over the years of Rimworld. The longbow incarnations have not done very well a lot of the time. But there we go. Gliska, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 20th month. A Rollcast salute to you from chat saying, good evening, Mr. Raceman. I am here to grab a spot on the roster. Also, I did see Gliska, where has he gone, did donate further along as well. Thank you very much for a donation as well, saying, good evening, Alex. I hope all enjoyed the heist. Despite the jank, there was a little bit of game jank. The Salika returns from the shop with a £940 bill for me to pay. Ooh, ouch. I say ouch. If my Audi came back with that bill, I would be very happy. I would be very, very happy indeed. Because it's in the garage at the moment, and yeah, I know how much it's going to cost, and it's a lot. It is it's the oh dear sort of amount. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean that's still an expensive, like 940 is still an expensive bill on a car. The RS6 is yeah to put it mildly at the moment. But that's what you get for shoving a supercar engine in an estate car, unfortunately. Right, where do we get to? Firebird, thank you bits. Saying, evening Alex, how are you? You are indeed a character. Also, interesting, what's your favourite car you have ever owned? Ooh. I mean, the Fury, I guess, in some ways. It's difficult. It's a difficult one because I've liked almost all of my cars. None of my cars have ever really been disliked. The Clio as a first car was brilliant. I mean, it wasn't an amazing car, but it was a good first car. It was a fun enough vehicle to drive. The Mazdas were great. The Mitsubishi got a bit rusty. Was quite rusty. It's still a brilliant car. I still enjoyed owning it. The RS6, of course, is brilliantly fast. The GS300 is a wonderful thing. Honestly, I slightly miss the Lexus in some ways. It's a brilliant car, that thing. But I mean, I guess for sheer insanity, for sheer insanity, the Fury is something else. There's nothing quite like driving that car, especially with the way my one looks. I mean, a normal looking Fury driving around England would be funny, but when you have one that's decked out to look like a NASCAR that is as loud as mine, I cannot do it justice just how otherworldly loud the Fury is. It is the most out of place you have ever seen a vehicle in England. and it's glorious. It's so it's so amazingly silly that I love it. It is just the most ridiculous thing you can imagine in England. So I guess in some ways that is the one. As much as it's impractical, and as much as it's been broken down for a very long time, and hopefully not for too much longer, that has also had a very expensive, very, very expensive rebuild, but it is almost done now. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing quite like it. They're probably, so of all the cars I might end up owning, I don't know if there ever will be anything quite like it ever again, quite frankly. So, yeah, it is quite a spectacular sort of machine right there. So that probably go up there. Okay, where did we get to? Kib Gold, thank you very much for the bits. Say, Mr. Alex, how does one become a character in your series of chaos? So characters for this are for donations, for bits, over 100 bits, and all of that. I will try and get as much stuff named. Can be characters, can be people, can be animals, can be robots, can be cars and tanks. We'll see how it goes. I will try and get as much named as I possibly can. And, yeah, I'll do what I can. However, it is at the mercy of what the game decides that we can do, really. And I don't know what the game is going to decide that we can do here today. Oh, need recreation. I can do that. Let's just go. We can play the horseshoes. That's no problem at all. So that's how the characters go there. Then we have a lot going. Some of the sort of the bigger, the more generous donations may end up taking a little bit of precedence, depending on how everything kind of all pans out. Cora, thank you for it, saying hi, Cass. Hi, Dagon. They are. Cass is still in here. He's wandering around. I have a feeling he is suspicious of what Dagon's up to. One of the characters is a night owl. Oh, who is it? Maldonado? Was it you? Nope. You're a pessimist. Okay, MG is a night owl. I'm not too worried about it at the moment. We'll sort it out when the colony is a little bit more established. I'm going to keep everybody working at a reasonable rate so that we can just get this organised to start with. Once the initial thing has sorted itself out, then we will deal with the night owl aspect of it all. I'll keep everyone on a similar schedule so that if needed, I guess we could always just draft, but for now it's just we'll keep everyone chill together. Dasman, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 32nd month. A broadcast salute to you from chat. Big broadcast salute, thank you very much for the continued support. Saying, hey Alex, hey chat. So I have been changing the clutch on my new Corolla, and the entire friction material and where it attaches has just become shrapnel in the gearbox. That feels bad. That definitely feels bad. Yeah. I mean, I'm no mechanical expert, but shrapnel in the gearbox, I don't think you want that. That feels expensive as well. That definitely feels like a bad day has happened. Crap! I forgot I had the expensive ass fancy concrete mod installed, which I didn't need. I don't want because now I can't make. Oh, I'm gonna have to make wooden floor. I don't want to make wooden flooring because we're gonna. Oh, bugger. You know what? For now, can we just? Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna actually. Do I have enough wood to? I've got 390 wood. I mean, I don't like doing wooden floor. You know, mostly because. Oh crap! Can we not? We must be able to. Hold on. I'm getting a little bit confused. You heard a cat squeak. That would be Cass. Cass is squeaking around. Can I not build a bridge yet? Oh. Bugger. Right, hold on. We'll probably need to get some way of making meals. Do I really not have a way? I thought bridge... No, we can build a wood. I say, we can build a bridge there. I just got to just got to place it first. Sure. Anyway. Where do we get to? Yes, Dasman, good luck with your repair work. That sounds expensive and difficult. Fuse visitors here until I have guest beds. Yeah, I've got no point for the visitors at the moment. Right, everyone get building. On that one. South Normanton, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 6th month. A rollcast salute to you from chat. Tomby, thank you for the gifted sub. A rollcast salute to you. Mikey Chaos, thank you for the resub for the 7th month. A rollcast, oh for God's sake, stop messing up the bridges. Another rollcast salute hopefully went on to you from chat, saying, don't worry, nothing can ever go wrong landing in questionable areas on the map. Yeah. The goo felt dangerous. Here feels, you know, this feels like a decent spot. Feels like a decent enough spot. I'm happy enough with this as a starting location, shall we say. It seems like a good idea. Calgor, thank you very much for the donation, saying hail to the cube. I'm gonna guess is that an anomaly thing? It could be. I do not know. It could be though. I'm not sure. Agent Halogen, thank you very much for the donation. So yes, Rimworld is back. It is. We are finally back on the best game. One of the best games. Definitely be up there in my top 10. I don't think it replaces Baldur's Gate, but it's up there in my top 10 games of all time ever. Will we see the return of the IKEA Squashmobile? Maybe. I have got the vehicle mod. That part of the vehicle mod. Not aircraft, not going to be allowed to use aircraft, but I will use tanks and cars and all of that. They are here, so I can use them. Or the anti-existence rockets. So we haven't, as I said, not using the aircraft with the air-to-ground missiles. That being said, I do know some of the tanks, and to be fair, the Warhammer, whatever the hell they were called, they fired some pretty powerful rockets. I've forgotten their names. Whirlwinds, I think it was. They were pretty good, actually. They were pretty good. So we do have those. We do have the Whirlwinds back. Should be interesting. I would also like to put my name forward for the character pool, ideally for a good shot or doctor. Make people I've died 86 times before, huh? Slightly confused. Oh, right, because it's Halogen 87. Ah, there we go, makes sense. That makes sense. I figured it out. The rest of you not on construction. Look, MG, you're definitely going to have to go do construction. Maldonado's terrible at building, but everyone else, we're going to have to... we're going to have to get some construction skills on the go. These are literally going to be the most basic of bedrooms, but we just need to get started somewhere. Sakura Stars, thank you very much for the donations. I always love the Rimworld streams. Happy to see a new one. Oh, thank you very much indeed. I'm glad everyone is excited to see Rimworld back. As excited to see Rimworld back as I am to be playing Rimworld again. It's glorious. It is brilliant. And I've missed a spot on the bloody... There. The wooden floor. I know the wood is dangerous, but I haven't got other materials at the moment, and as a start, this is going to have to do. Right, beds. Let's get some beds placed, and everyone can have their own little bedroom. Who is unhappy? Oh, MG is unhappy because it's daytime. I'm actually surprised you're already unhappy. Oh, you've already... MG, you've already been trying to get with Maldonado. You've been here like 2 days. You've been here 2 days, MG. Maybe focus on, you know, not dying. That would be, but you know, that would be the first thing. Oh dear, there's a hare gone mad. Right, MG, you're a soldier. Put your gun to good use. There is an incoming attack hare. Off you go. Guard the perimeter. There it is, yeah. Guard the perimeter. Shoot the bloody thing. Actually, who's the other one with the gun? I mean, I guess actually if it gets close, Firebird will be better to do the stabbing. Maldonado can continue to play horseshoes. Right. Is that it? MG, you have missed. And you have missed again. MG, you're supposed to be a good shot. Okay, but now I take it back. I take it back a little bit. I was still unconvinced, but it was better than... You know, it could have been worse. That could have been a lot worse. Right, we wanted, let's say, a butcher table. Now, I know if you put it in the same room as the... you know what? It's going to stay in here for now. Right, we want to get rid of those. I mean, we don't need to... They've all got beds now. So that's not going to be too much. We've got plenty of wood to be building things with. So we can now butcher animals. We can sort out some meals. Squirrel, thank you very much for the resubscription, by the way, for the 6th month. A rollcast salute to you. Saying 6 months, apparently. Glad to see Rimworld back again. Hope you're all well. I'm certainly not doing too badly. I've had a fairly decent day on this one. You know, can't complain too much. Let's just go and set this. Cook simple meal forever, basically. Yeah, not been too bad a day for me. Hopefully, it has been a good day for everyone else. It's not been the most productive day I've ever had, but, you know. I sat around and played Persona 5. That's how I spent most of my day, in between some editing and some, you know, actual doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That does happen. I occasionally do what I'm supposed to doing, and then sometimes I started playing. Well, I was looking for a game on Game Pass a little while ago, and I stumbled across the Persona series. I'd heard good things about it, and thought, you know what, I'll give it a try. It's on Game Pass, and yeah, it's really good. It's really good. And then it just so happened Steam had a sale on them, so I went and bought some more. It's almost like Steam new. Right, where do we get? Gliska, I already said thank you very much for the donation. Brady, thank you very much for the donation, saying I took a poll and found out 100% of the people were mad when the tent collapsed. Oh, I want to boo you, but that's also actually quite good. I quite liked that one. Am I going to give you a pass already? Oh, the first terrible pun of the stream, and that one's quite good. That one's quite good. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you a boo on that one. I quite liked that one. Annoyingly, annoyingly, you're gonna get away with that one. God dear. Danger Man, thank you for the resubscription for the 26th month. A rollcast salute to you. From chat, thank you indeed. Sakura Stars, thank you for the donation. Saying, would you do the zombie mod again for Rimworld? Possibly. The reason I stopped using it is it never really worked very well. In that when I was using it, the problem we had with it was that they kind of turned up once a stream and that was it. I don't know whether it's since been updated. Also, this mod here, in theory, will add things along the line of that. So yeah, that's I'm avoiding it for the moment. Alien Invader, you make a very good point. I should probably check. No, we're fine. Like I said, I wouldn't have expected that to be overhead mounting with where we were digging there. But yeah, I might come back to it at some point. I'm going to kind of see how Anomaly plays out, because that might have, well, I think it does have those sort of like horde events. So I don't know if we need the zombie apocalypse as well. But yeah, it was a shame that mod never quite worked out the way that I kind of hoped that it would. Asylum Escapee, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, I'm glad to see the return of custom heists. I watched the one with Daniel back in the day where he tried to steal a Zentorno and he got killed with lag. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Oh, my window, there we go. Come up with when you do the next one. I do remember the custom heists. That was, I remember trying to come up with them and everything. There have been various ones attempted and successful over the years. It's a very fun thing to do. Very fun thing to do. Something a little bit different and everything. But yeah, I do like the custom heists. I do like doing the custom heists, filming the custom heists, and so on. And when it all comes together, they're a bit of a faff. But I do hope that yeah, people enjoy them, and I'm sure we will be doing plenty more. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Nothing major. But yeah, I do remember the early days. I mean, was the very first heist the one we did where we had to get the car off the top of the car park? I think that was the first one we did. The original Mupova. So that was where it came from, essentially. Back in the name came from, because it was a silly joke at that time. Right, let's build this. We're going to move that into a corner. yeah, it was cool. It was fun to do. It was fun to do again, and as I said, I'm sure there are going to be plenty more as as time goes on. A little bit of tweaking needed with 5M naturally, because well, 5M is 5M and it does things a bit weirdly and all that. But yeah, there is definitely a good chance we'll see some more. Absol, thank you very much for the bits. So I suppose it's only fit to put in my character quest. Quick car fact to go with it. In the late 90s, Honda of Japan wanted to introduce a performance accord that was a step below the bonkers Euro R, so they took the H22 VTEC that the Euro R used and de-stroked it from 2.2 to 2 litres. And the F20B was born for the Accord Sir T. Sure, it's going to be the Sir T. However, despite being a well-liked and more rev-happy H22, the F20B was only ever used in the Accord Sir T, which was only around for a few years. That's a silly engine name. It was just going to be. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know any of that. I know nothing. I know nothing about any specifics when it comes to that. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It's slightly obscure cars. Yeah, probably didn't sell amazingly well. I always felt like if you're going to build a car that's a step below the fast one, I don't know if it's ever really going to sell. It's like with the Audis, you have the RS cars and the S cars, and with the exception of the S3 that I can kind of make sense of as a more sensible hot hatch. Like, I'm not sure how many people. I mean, they don't like the S4s and 5s, and they don't really sell very well because the only reason you're buying one is because you couldn't quite afford the RS, and if you're not quite going for the full performance, why, like, you're not going to bother with the one a bit far. I've never understood the point of them personally, because they sit in a weird area between being performance cars and yeah, I don't know. I've never quite got them. Never quite got the. And I mean, that's why I have killed them, because they don't sell very well, I think, essentially. So yeah, that's the difficulty. Right, we need a name. We need a name for the for the faction and for the settlement. Drake with a bit say the faction name suggestion, the Dagon Distractos. I mean, yeah, Dagon is. Where Dagon's gone. Dagon does always like to create a distraction. H2G2, thank you for the donation, by the way. So a new Rimworld colony emerged from the deep. The colonists can soon safely sleep. Will this colony soar and last forevermore, or will they all die to the first enraged sheep? It is very, very possible. It is very possible that they will all die to a boomerlope or something. That does happen sometimes. That does happen sometimes. Firebird, thank you for the bits. Saying, as Alien Invader said, one of the characters. No, that's from. I'm still going through. I'm still catching up, by the way. We're a little while back. Asylum, thank you for the bits. So also, speaking of Lexuses, have you any plans to buy something in the future for some IRL car content? I mean, I certainly am hoping to be doing more real life car content with the cars I have. So yeah, whether buying anything specifically, there is a good chance that there will be some more car vehicles along the way, car videos along the way. Yeah, I don't have any specific plans as of yet, but there will be some more content. MG, thank you for the bits, saying, can you call the cat in the game after one of your own, please, if it hasn't been named? It has already been named. We've got Captain Kurt the cat going on. Drake, thank you for the bits. Saying, Alex, I hope for the colonists' sake there are no substance in those rooms from all that water. Subsidence, sorry. I mean, hopefully not. We have built on top of a muddy bog. What could possibly go wrong with that? What could possibly go wrong with that? I don't know whose room it is. I have not seen it. Right. Sorry. Okay. We need a name for. I mean, I mean, actually, we could have. I mean, we definitely. I feel like Dagon is a fitting. Speak of the devil. Actually, Dagon is curled up on the floor behind my chair. If I move back, I'm going to run over Dagon, so I am going to stay very still. Dagon, do you like the idea of the colony being named after you? She is now also. She's now also not paying the slightest bit of attention to me whatsoever. Hello. Now she is looking at me. Oh dear. She's looking at me with the zoomy eyes. It's definitely never going. It's definitely never going to go well. I mean, we could have. Whoa, hold on. Could be the Distracto Dagons. I'm not actually sure if that is grammatically correct. I'm not sure. And we do need a name for the settlement as well. We do need a settlement name. We need a name for our little town, whatever the hell it is going to, whatever it's going to end up being called. Cowbell, thank you very much for the donation that I assume was for the Cult of 69 that has been immediately defeated by Drake. Of course. I like the name. So Cora suggested, well, Cassville kind of, but I like the name. I like the name Cassville. That's quite good. That being said, I do also like from Squirrel a town called. If it's going to let me put it in, it does. It does. It does let me put that in there, which is. We could have a town called Fury as as the name. I don't know why. Is there anything good about Dunstable? I recognise the name. It's just a funny English, name. This will do. To be fair, this won't often play much of a part after this sort of moment. I don't want to call something Birmingham. Christ. Birmingham itself is terrible. We don't need another one. One Birmingham is more than enough for ever. You'd never want more than one. Right. What we want to do is now delete that storage area. Move stuff over. And so this is going to be our big storage shed. That'll be fine. Pengy, thank you for the gifted sub, by the way, that went out. A broadcast salute to you from chat. Chris, thank you very much for the donation, saying the Lotus Evora came standard with the electric mirror motors, but not electric mirrors, meaning you could either pay Lotus £400 to swap the switches, or go to your local scrapyard and find one off a Ford Focus for £10. That's a very Lotus thing, isn't it? That is a very Lotus thing. Oh, we have a squirrel! Amazing. Quite why the squirrel has decided the best idea ever is to come join us, I don't know. I guess you're saying, are you going to build the Fury Road? Absolutely. Absolutely we are going to build the Fury Road. I feel like that is now the new goal. That wasn't the goal I set out with initially, but that is the goal that I'm going to go with. Actually, I very much like the idea. While... okay, well, Squirrel, you did resubscribe this evening, so we have a squirrel called Squirrel. Perfect. I see no problems. I mean, we've also got the beginnings of our red panda economy going again. God, never again. I say never again. Probably will end up happening again. Let's face it. Okay, things we need. Let's get some real basic stuff on the go. Let's build a table in here that everyone can sit at, so they stop being so angry about the fact they have nowhere to sit. That'll cheer them up. Cora, thank you for the bits. Oh, well, so Emmy's Kindness Collective for colony name. We're not kind. We're going to have well, we're a long way from rockets yet, but we will have rockets and things. We're definitely not kind. Firebird, thank you for the bits, saying there are already 15 Birmingham cities, which 13 are in the USA. That is 15 too many. Definitely 14 too many. I do know there are some Birminghams in. I'm pretty sure, like, every town and city that is in England, there is a version in America. Eve, where she's not in here at the moment, she's downstairs. Eve is actually from Boston in England, and that is where she came from. So, you know, I can't remember where Cass came from. Nope. And Dagon is... I don't know where Dagon came from. Dagon... I got Dagon from Peterborough, but I don't know where she originally came from. I presume from around here. But Dagon is a rescue, so I don't know much about her. MG did actually do a good job of hunting. Right, sorry, super chats to read, because I've been doing other things. Petrolhead, thank you very much for the super chat, saying, seen the new Lambo. Also, character, please. You can definitely go on the list, of course. I have seen the new Lamborghini. I mean, it's not crazy different from the old Lamborghini. It looks all right. I can't say it looks... It doesn't look bad. It's nothing crazy good. It's nothing crazy terrible. It's just a new Lamborghini that doesn't really surprise me. It doesn't really surprise me in any way, shape, or form. But... yeah, I mean, as Caleb said, it's kind of a cross between a Gallardo, a Huracan, Revolto. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I should want to call it the Revolta, which is not what it is, but my dyslexic brain looks at that and just goes, it's the Revolta. No, it's not, but it's close enough, so that's what I'm going to read it as. I'm just going to call it the Revolta, to be honest, at this point. Like, it's not bad. Like, they're nice. They're just nothing... I don't know. As much as I adore Lamborghinis, they've got a little bit... Well, they've done the Aston Martin trick of they found a style they like, and now everything looks the same, which is not a bad thing because it's a nice style, but they do all look very similar. The new Countach I do quite like, but even that's a bit the same. So, yeah. What the hell's that? Oh, a wild goose egg. Oh, dear. Jacob, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying, how are you? I am not too bad, thank you. I am sat in a lovely, cool, air-conned office playing one of my favourite games. It's been a decent day today. It has been a decent day today. And nobody's died yet in here. We haven't had the terrible sadness that is, you know, can be the horrifying world of Rimworld. Everything is going relatively smoothly. We should probably actually try and get some medicine set up as well. Crap, what level do we need to grow heal root? Oh, that's a problem. Okay, medicine is going to be a issue. I guess we're going to try and get harvesting now before we need it. The Nets Rack, thank you very much for the super chat. In the currency, I don't know. DKK. I'm going to guess like Danish kroner or something along those lines. I feel like we've come across it before, but not well enough for me to remember. Asking favourite metal band. P.S. Arch Enemy is the right answer. Well, I can't say I've ever heard of them particularly, which will have to be a go and have a listen to afterwards. At the moment, my favourite band changes very regularly. It changes quite a lot. At the moment, Our Last Night is my favourite band that I am listening to. They do some very cool stuff. They do a lot of sort of heavy metal covers of normal pop songs or whatever. Really cool. They're incredibly good at turning songs into something very different. They do like, some of their own stuff's awesome as well. A lot of their stuff is fantastic. So yeah, that is currently my favourite band. But it will change at some point. It's just how it goes with me. I will have random, I say changes. Right, things we need to research. Okay, there's a lot of crap here on the tech tree. Where do I want to start? I think a battery is probably a good place to begin. I feel like there's no point me... Electricity is one of the first things we need. And there's no point me getting electricity if we don't have a battery to store it. So... yeah, I guess get some batteries on the go. Who is good at research? MG. I feel like MG is doing a lot. Okay, MG, you're going to be not on plant cutting, but you are going to be on researching. Actually, yeah, MG, you're probably just going to sit on the research bench for the foreseeable future. You know, it's not the most exciting job, but someone has got to do it. The Absol, thank you for the bits, saying if we ever get more red pandas, we need Joe Mark II. Ah, do not worry. Do not worry. Joe Mark II can definitely make an appearance. No, and it's raining. Lovely stuff. Yeah, Joe Mark II will 100% be a red panda. If we go down the whole red panda route again. Whether we will or not, I don't know. Where do I want a field? To be honest, I mean, we're not going to be building geothermal generators just yet. As much as I would love some geothermal generators, we are not going to have the tech for it for a little while. So, what we're going to do is build another field over here, and we will get some rice or something growing quite quickly. Because, you know, we always need that. Drake, thank you for the bits. Say, I just thought, will we see more pain sticks? Quite possibly. And does that mean we will have Paul Jr. having it? I know Paul will be happy to be back. I mean, we've got a lot of the same mods on. There are a few that are missing. There are a couple of new ones that I now can't for the life of me remember, because I set this up a while ago. Oh, we are under attack. Oh, crap, you have a gun. Hello. Right, you have a Glock. It's not a very good condition Glock. Okay. I mean... they're coming in from that side. They're going to have to pathfind their way up here. I feel like... we're going to try and hold them down here. We're going to have Firebird ready to run in and do the stabbing if needed. Actually, we'll hold you further in reserve just in case. I think they are just going to run straight in. So we're going to try and use... we're going to try and use the bits of cover. We don't really have... I say crazy good defences. I mean, we don't have defences full stop. I'm hoping that this bit here is going to be... like, they're going to have to try and cross the river if they want to get in close, which they're not going to want to do. They do have a gun, but it's not... they're not going to outrange us with a Glock compared to the rifle that we have. Oh, MG with a decent shot. Maldonado, time to get closer. Okay, they have hit... they are down. Okay, good stuff. Now, I don't actually have anywhere to put you currently. Can I... will it let me? I don't know whether it would let me do this. It does turn that whole thing into a prison cell. So what I'm going to do, they can go over there and I will very quickly build a wall for... the prison cell, so that it will then go and do that. Who was the good doctor? MG? Nope. Maldonado. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure I would want Maldonado being the one to, you know, tend to me or whatever, but I guess that's just... oh dear. Chemical interest. Okay, actually, they're quite good. They are quite a good character. Crafting an intellectual being that high is really good. They are not a bad character in the slightest there. So that would be a good sort of recruit. Oh, you're already tending to. Fantastic. Firebird, can I prioritise working on the walls, please? I mean, whether they will be able to survive, whether they survive this, I don't know. They've stopped the bleeding. That's pretty good. Resistance is huge. There's absolutely a massive resistance from them, which surprises me for early game stuff. But yeah, okay. It is very dark in there. We haven't really got any lights. We are trying to... oh, well, that's never fun. Didn't need a heat wave. H2G2, thank you very much for the bits, saying Gotham is an English village near Nottingham, and New York was nicknamed after them, hence why Batman defends some little Northamptonshire village on his holidays. That seems about right. I think a little Northamptonshire village does need Batman every so often. So, you know, it's like a hot fuzz situation almost going on. That's. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. Pingy, thank you for the bit. Sorry, for the bits. Thank you for the donation. Saying please queue up Tim Hortons for a character when one is available, so we can get the colony a good supply of coffee and donuts. Always important. Always important to have a good supply of coffee and donuts. It is also 26. It's very hot. It is uncomfortably warm. But we will soon, maybe, figure out how to do aircon and things like that. Coruscant, I need that movie. Batman and Hot Fuzz crossover. I would watch that. I would watch that. It would be glorious. It would be very, very entertaining. Erratica say, a local Batman for local people. Yes. Fantastic. That is definitely a film I want to see made. Definitely a film I want to see made. Firebird, take the bits. Say I need a sword. You do need a sword. Unfortunately, you're going to have to do with a little stabby knife at the moment because we haven't got anything better. When we can, then you know, we will. But for the moment, we are stuck with a little stabby plasteel knife, which is actually quite good. Drake, thank you for the bits. So the raider is indeed called Cat. You know, they are very close to death. They will live. They will live at the moment. Yeah, Wimp and Delicate isn't great for a character. But Genie makes them... But that makes them delicate, but that makes them very good at intellectual and crafting. Basically, they're just not going to be a soldier. They will just sit in workshops, either researching or kind of crafting stuff. That's kind of what their entire existence is going to end up being here. I mean, it's fine by me. Maybe less fine by them, but, you know, fine by me. Okay, one concern I have suddenly got is there's no bloody iron anywhere. I've got more uranium than I have iron. No, that's silver. I mean, okay. Or steel, I should say. Sorry, it's not iron. You don't mind iron in this game. Yeah, we've got more bloody uranium than I do steel. That's the closest bit. Compact steel up there. Yeah, I am surprised a delicate wimp... Well, I'm going to hazard a guess that it wasn't Cat's idea to go on the raid. I'm going to hazard a guess the colony that he was in had had enough of him and just decided to send him on a suicide mission. That's what I reckon happened. Either that or it was his idea to go on the mission because he wanted to get away from a terrible colony. You know. Could happen. Right, I should just go pick up the Glock, because if we do get another person, they're going to want a gun. It's crap, but it's better than nothing, basically. MG... Oh. MG, could you go do some hunting, please? Might as well go shoot the turkey. There's some good eating with the turkey. Go and chase it around. Okay, when you got it. Good work. Go play some horseshoes or whatever. I mean, the red panda's not ours, but the red panda's been around here since the, you know, day one. It was meant to be. You know, it is definitely meant to be. I'm just not taming it at this particular moment in time. I haven't got anywhere to put it because I think the red pandas wander away. And also no one can tame it regardless. No one's good enough with animals. So, sorry. We unfortunately are unable to tame the red panda. So, yeah, regardless, we can't do anything with it for the moment. Right. Let us grow. Where has it gone? Where has it gone? Let's grow some rice. We will get some things started. It is 42 degrees outside. Holy crap! We might actually. I normally don't have to bother with these things, but I think we're actually going to have to put some passive coolers around for this. This early game. What is cats? Wow, it is not going great. Who has got heat stroke? Maldonado. We've got a cooler inside there that should work. Hopefully that's going to help. Oh, and we've got an incompetent cook, and there's a little bit of food poisoning going on. It's not great. I mean, this is actually a pretty rough start for everyone. Yeah, I mean, Maldonado is pretty unhappy, which I don't blame you for being. It has cooled down a little bit in there. Okay, the bedrooms are nice and chill. That's what we like. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I agree with Cora. I hate heat waves. Well, actually, I say I hate heat waves. I'm better now than I used to be. I mean, I'm lucky I have an aircon in my office and everything, but outside of that, I have got better at dealing with the heat. Still not particularly fun though. Still would rather not. You know, I don't mind a little bit of heat, but I would much rather. I want it to be sort of like 24. Maybe sort of 24, 26, something like that. It's where you can walk around in a t-shirt and shorts and everything is good. But you're not absolutely sweltering. That's the dream. I say the dream. That's ideal for me. Bengi, thank you for the bits. So Alex, for those of us who were not here at the start of the stream, can you say a few words about what mods you are using this time? I have most of the mods from last time. So we have a lot. Actually, probably the best way to show you is in here. So I have a lot of mods still. We have various vehicles around the place, but we are not going to be using... we do have the Thumper mod, there you go. That's in there with the Roomfella mod. We have the heavy industry stuff. We have a lot of the vanilla expanded stuff is here. I'm not using the aircraft. The main thing that I don't have from the last playthrough is the aircraft. I've removed most of them, and the ones that are left because they had cars attached to them, I'm just not going to use the aircraft from. And to be fair, I actually would struggle a little bit here because we haven't got much space for a runway. But yeah, not using the aircraft. Most of the mods are the same though as I had last time around. There's a lot of mods in here, basically, which is great. I do enjoy a heavily modded sort of playthrough with this. But we're going to be doing a lot of the Anomaly stuff as well. Who is on mining duties? Firebird on mining. Firebird's got terrible food poisoning and it's very hot and he's going to go dig into a cliff. But Firebird is good at doing a mining, so, you know, there is that. You can try and recruit Cat if you want. I don't think you're going to get very far. You are currently puke. I think you've given up. MG is doing a good job of tidying everything up. I respect that. I respect the effort that MG is putting in. So my current goal... Now, if you start to feel... like, if you start feeling poorly, go into the cool room. It's not very cool, but... just go inside, you idiot. And I do want you to do the plants, but if you're actually starting to... I don't know, is there a way to tell them to not be idiots? Okay, I'm just going to have to tell you to not be an idiot. Go and chill in there. MG, don't tell me. I know what you've done. MG wooed Maldonado by talking about his own value as a human. Maldonado turned him down. It's just my current thought of them two. Just focus on not dying at this point, I think, is the way to go. I know we've got a bit of low food. We may have to go hunting at some point. We can hunt the boars. That will get us some food. I am sure nothing terrible is going to happen doing that. Yeah, we do need to go hunting, actually. We do not have a huge amount of food. So, MG is doing... Oh. Found monolith. Maybe we don't piss around with that yet. How is MG's shooting skill doing? Still 9. It's not great. But it is the best we've got. That's a decent shot. I mean, you are making a meal out of it. How many shots does it take to kill a boar? Christ. At least Maldonado is there, you know, preparing the food and all that good stuff. Really want this heat wave to be over so we can kind of get back to not worrying about everybody dying. They can go around hunting and, you know, all of that. Orange Hitman, thank you for the bits. Saying, we are back in the wonderful world of Rimworld tonight, I see. Can I be another member of this colony too? So it's over 100 bits and donations to go on the list. It is a very long list at the moment because, you know, we've just started the colony and that's, yeah, just how it goes sometimes. We will see what we can do in terms of naming things as we go. As I said, I'll try and get names, but I don't know what's going to happen here. So the goal is we're going to build a storage area. We're going to build like a little workshop area up here. So we're going to try and start building concrete because I want to be able to. Okay, that was a good shot, MG. You actually, I think, almost one-shotted a boar. Which is good work. Oh no, two shots. Okay, the heat wave is done. Fantastic. MG, don't stand in the river. I feel like standing in a river to shoot feels like a bad idea. I'm not really sure it'd be... I mean, it did the job. I just feel like there are better ideas than that out there. But, oh well. Okay, this bit up here has been sort of mined out. So, we are going to build a room up here. It's going to have like a big rock crusher. It's going to have some other bits and pieces for us to hopefully utilise. We also what's the resistance like? Is the resistance likely to be broken anytime soon? I don't know, but it's probably overhead mountain. Nah, nothing. No problem there. Wasn't expecting there to be. What I was thinking is we're gonna have to have another bedroom, right? That's going to annoy me. If actually, what I'm going to do, we will have. Am I out of wood? Yep. Ah, crap. We're going to have to go logging again, aren't we? Chop down a bunch of trees. At some point, I'm going to have to build a bridge. Christian Sweden, thank you very much for the donation. Saying my parents' Volvo S70 was recently stolen at the mall, but they got it back after a week with no damages. Good, because it's from 1997 in pristine condition, and by Swedish rules, will be at tax-free after 2027. Maybe I'll take it over someday. Oh, well, MG and... Sorry, we just got distracted. MG and Maldonado have already got together Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, I'm glad to hear you got the car back. That is quite impressive. I mean, it's a Volvo. It's going to last forever. So, so yeah, that is. That, I mean, it's very cool you got it back. Very cool that it's still running and everything. Yeah, it's always helpful when they could be tax free, and hopefully that'll run for many more years. I'm sure it will. To be honest, those things are, you know, absolute tanks. They are very good at that. So yeah. I'm sure. I hope you will. I absolutely would want to take that over if I was given the chance and given the choice of things. Firebird, reduced resistance. Okay, I mean, let's go down one at a time. Firebird, what is your skills like? Social, pretty good actually. We do now have a spare bedroom. That's like, so it's now we've solved our bedroom issue immediately. Thank you, colonists. Right, what do we want? Concrete machine. We do want that, but what I actually possibly want more, it would be one of these. I mean, we can have one. Does it need? I don't think it needs electricity to run. We can have it. Well, we will have it in here, but concrete is good for some stuff. But I also do want to be able to make marble as well. We will. Okay, so stockpile zone over here is going to be for chunks. There we go. That's just stone chunks, actually. Will do the job. So when we start moving some of this crap around, we can just this. Don't know why it's a bit weird selecting things, but yeah, we might as well move. Either way, we can do that. We can chop that up into bricks, and then hopefully we can start converting some of the walls into marble, less likely to burn. MG is going to construct this. Let's do it that way around, to be honest. I don't know why I wasn't. Could do with a better cook. Poor cat has got poorly, not the prisoner, the actual cat. What a shame. Poor Captain Kurt. I'm not sure where Captain Kurt has gone. Oh, there he is, just sort of chilling. Right, MG, are you going to go build? Nope, you're still building. Oh, that's fine, you can build whatever you want over here. I don't know why the priority. I think the priority has been a little bit messed up because we haven't actually got the materials at the moment to build this. I think that's what's going to... Oh, that does need electricity. I mean, it makes sense that it probably would at the end of the day. We should also... Food situation is pretty dire. Should probably worry about that a little bit more. I should probably think more about food than we currently are. Do these things fight back? No, they don't. MG, I have a mission for you. Hunt the yaks. Please. Unlike the muffalos, they seem not to care if they get shot at. I mean, they run away, but they aren't going to get angry at us and try and kill us. You are hunting multiples at once. You're doing this very peculiar, in a very strange manner. Okay, well, you got rid of one. That will be some good eating. That'll be some very good eating right now. I'm happy, very happy with that. Russ Mac, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, yay, Rimworld is back. Working, so can't watch all stream. Could I get a character named Dylan, please? You can certainly go on the list, but it is quite a big list at the moment, unfortunately. We have only got one... Well, we've got one prisoner, which, if we're lucky, is going to hopefully get recruited at some point. Yeah, it is going to be a long way to get a big colony, but it's not impossible that we will get a big colony somewhere. Oh, MG has now hunted everything. They're all dead. We need like a little... Well, we need quite a big wagon, to be honest, to go round and like scoop them all up in and then carry them back to the starting area. At least MG's going to pick up all those. That's 4 meals going on over there. It has now got to summer. I mean, that is to be expected. That's fine. Not going to worry too much. I say about the seasons. Still not got... MG, where the hell are you? Why are you so slow? Ah, food poisoning. That'd do it. That would absolutely do it. Yeah, maybe don't go on a big trek when you've got food poisoning. I guess Maldonado can go and scoop up all the dead bodies. I mean, there is just a littered selection of corpses. Drake, I don't know what the first vehicle's going to be. I mean, it's likely to be the Lamborghini, possibly, because it's easier to do. I don't actually know how to restore it. I've never really gone through it. But, yeah. There is a long, long way to go before we get to that point. I'm pretty sure MG is spent all night trying to get back and is now just going to collapse in bed. Oh, I want a thunderstorm. Great, I've got a wooden base. There's definitely no way this is going to be bad news. MG is very unhappy, which I totally understand. Hasn't eaten, hasn't slept, is very poorly. That fire is a bit too close. Right, MG, I'm going to take you off fire patrol. Oh dear. Firebird! Fire in the potato fields! MG is going to lose his mind if we're not careful. Oh, that's a really big fire. MG, I told you to go to bed. You are literally going to pass out if you are not careful. Maldonado is down here to help out with the potato field that has, sadly, and it could have been worse. It has now raining. We lost a few. I've dealt with worse. I have dealt with worse in the past. I think what we need, another thing we do need, is can go over. It's not the best way of doing this, but it will be an animal corpse pile. Don't want entity corpses, they can go away. Actually, just clear every... I put it as a stockpile zone rather than a dumping zone, but it doesn't really matter. Animal corpses can go there, so that we can hopefully... right. Prioritize, haul some stuff around, because we do actually need... I'm going to have to shout at you to haul... Actually, we can... I forgot. I have got a mod that does the haul urgently. That's fine. That's fine. Pengi, thank you for the bits. Saying... got roasted potatoes. We did very much get roasted potatoes in that one. Which, yeah... Not ideal. And Firebird's sick as well. Because all the food's terrible, but it's kind of like is that, or you risk the chance of food poisoning, or you die from not eating. So it sucks, but you kind of are going to get sick. But it's the slightly lesser of two terrible evils. Drake, thank you for the bits. Say, well, that's one way to bake, fry, and roast potato. Also, Firebird with a bit saying, I've been given chips for free. It's the single brain cell. The single brain cell of the FailRace chat has come up with the same joke. It happens sometimes. It does happen. MG, how are you doing? Feeling better? Yeah, you're much better. I mean, you're a bit unhappy. But, better than you were. Considerably better than you were. It is... Yeah, I mean, it's summer. Cat is gradually, slowly getting recruited. I think we're going to have to shout at MG... is there another yak to hunt? No, you're... Oh, you have got cured of the food poisoning. Okay, sure. You go hunt the last of the yaks. Sure. Maldonado. I'm hoping the butchering is going to take priority in this one. I don't know if there are any berry bushes around us. Oh. Oh, okay, we found the ancient mech. Nothing particularly exciting. Well done, MG. Good hunting session right there. And Maldonado has now got sick. Who would have thought? You know what I might do? Wait, just suspend that for a second. Maldonado is the best cook we have. Because no one else can cook. Right, basically what we're going to do is we're going to have Maldonado... It sucks, but Maldonado is going to be on cooking duty, pretty much. And everyone is poorly, which is a real pain in the ass. MG's the only one that's not terribly injured. I mean, we are actually currently out of food. You know what we might have to do? I mean, you're better than MG at the moment. We are completely out of meals, so... We're just going to have to get people... Yeah, some of the food has rotted away, because... Right. Let's try and get someone to do some cooking. They're terrible at it. But we desperately, desperately need... Actually... We have now probably got enough to do that instead. Focus on cooking meals in a big batch. We should have enough meat to be able to do this. It means we pick up 40 at a time. It'll make it slightly more efficient. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. MG. Yeah, everyone has got sick. Firebird has literally just puked while trying to cook the food. Right. I think we're going to have to try it. I mean, this food situation is awful. Now, they've picked up some of the meals from around here. MG is continuing to carry that stuff around, which we'll need to sort out at some point, but... yeah, all the coolers have gone down. It's not been a great start. It's really not been a very good start. This has just been one of those where it has really snowballed into an annoying situation. Even though we should be okay, there's nothing. Like, it's just been, yeah, an unfortunate bit of timing here, with everyone getting sick and that not having a good cook was a problem. I honestly thought Maldonado would be good enough, but apparently not. Great, that's what we need. Another thunderstorm. At least that lot's over the other side of the river. I swear to God, if you burn my field again, I'm going to be angry. This is the traditional Rimworld. It's going very badly wrong. Oh, and those have already gone off. Bugger. Right, so what we want to do here is... corpses. That's where dead crap can go. MG, you have got the unenviable task of carrying everything. Oh, is Firebird finally back? Okay, Firebird's back healthy again. Just right, get rid of the yaks, move those. The last thing we need. Maldonado. Okay, Maldonado is back healthy again. Right, Maldonado. Sorry. No time. No time for farting around. Time for cooking. We need to cook. And not that kind. Well, I mean, it might help everyone's mood temporarily. Off you go hunting that. Go hunt some antelope or whatever. MG will hopefully be able to do that. Okay. We've got the food situation a little bit better under control. It's not great. It's not good, but it is better than it was. Which is something, at least. MG has at least brought back one of the deer, gazelle, what are they? Ibex, there we go, I knew what it was. Okay. Right, food situation. We're a little bit back under control again. We still haven't researched how to make a battery, which is a problem, because we could really do with a battery. There's some fires around the place. MG's hunt has been relatively successful, at least. That's good. Petrolhead, thank you very much for the super chat. So you picked on X of my latest show trip. I did actually see those just before I started the stream. Some cool stuff. I haven't been to any car shows this year, which is a shame. Some very cool stuff. Potatoes have come in. All right. Good news, everyone. Potatoes are here. We are going to be fine in terms of food. Ish. We're slightly out of fuel. Yeah, we have got just useless lot for... I'm going to have to go plant cutting first as a priority. I think I'm actually going to have to get... Okay, now it's raining. Okay, fire is gone. Fire is dealt with. Pengy, thank you for it. So, yeah, yak and chips for supper. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not the worst supper I can think of, to be honest. You know, it wouldn't be a bad meal, particularly. I'm not actually sure why I can't shout at you. Oh, wait, that's like it's suspended. Okay, cut those down because we desperately need the fuel. Okay. Wait, can we just butcher the creatures? I don't want them going bad because it's just wasted MG's time, which is, you know, limited. Okay, MG, I'm going to shout at you now to go do some research because we do need that. We do actually need to start getting some electricity on the go. Would be helpful. What power things can I actually build? Wind turbines at the moment, which is all good. I can work with that. Kind of. Oh, not Mother Decay. Hello. You are coming at us with a hatchet. You are not as good as Cat. Oh, you like fishing. That's helpful. And you like mining. You're not very good at it yet, but you do like it. That's helpful. Although, Waster... Don't you need... Oh, you've got addictions. Don't Wasters need... Yeah, they need Psychite, which we don't have. I am not recruiting them. Not only do I not have a prison cell for them, but I am not having a way. I'm not in a position where we can have a Waster yet. We have had in the past, and that's not a problem. It will work. But not just yet. Maldonado, take the meals back, and then come over here. We will defend. Oh, they aren't actually attacking us yet. Okay, never mind. As you were. Maybe they've come to try and rescue their friend. Don't know. Their friend's not a million miles away from being recruited. You know, I think it's possible. Firebird is just cleaning up the base. What do we have? We have a lot of marble. I'm hoping Firebird is good at... Oh, crap. No one's good at crafting. Maldonado... Well, Firebird can't even do crafting. Okay, I guess we're not going to be doing that yet. To be fair, I think that was going to be Cat's job anyway. Yeah, okay, so Cat's going to end up doing that. That room's not quite useful for us yet. Okay, we've learned how to make batteries. Good stuff, everyone. This is when I have a horrible feeling no one's got the construction skill to build a wind turbine. Well, I was already on power. Construction needed 4. Okay, we can build a wind turbine. Firebird, prepare yourself. Maldonado, you know the drill. MG, you also know the drill. Over here. Time to move. Time to move. Right, I'm going to presume they're going to take the same pathing, because I don't know why they wouldn't. Here we go. I think they're trying to cross at the narrowest part of the river, which does make sense. Come on, people. Okay, they got a hit in there. Good work. You have slowed them down slightly. They are now running away. Oh, Maldonado, get back. Firebird, charge! Okay, and it actually worked out swimmingly. We didn't really care whether... We didn't want to recruit them. They were useless. Nobody got injured. They also gave us some energy drinks. We don't want go juice. No one's allowed the go juice. Everyone on draft. Terrible steel hatchet. I guess we'll take it just in case. We can have one joint. That's fine. And what was it that killed them? I think MG got the kill. I don't actually think Firebird... Firebird was like running at them with a knife ready to stab as MG hit them with the last bullet. Yeah, MG, they got shot through the kidney and torso, was perforated into pieces. So MG with the kill. MG with the first kill of the colony on a raider. And thankfully, this was a raider we didn't care about. This wasn't one we wanted to recruit. They were going to be garbage anyway, so we weren't all that fussed about it. Yeah, surprisingly good stuff from the team. Right, we actually need to chop that down as well. Over there. Now, other things we need. Sakura Stars, thank you very much for the donations. Like, are we going to have a coffee, tea, drug, or statue empire for money this time? It's probably going to end up being drugs again, isn't it? We're quite good as a drug empire. Honestly, the drugs are just the easiest way to make a bunch of money really quickly. Yeah, it's probably going to end up being a drug empire of some description. It might not be. I guess it might end up being something different. I'm just not quite sure what that might end up being. But yeah, it's likely. It is very likely to end up. We're going to just sell a lot of drugs. I haven't found a more efficient way of making sizable amounts of money. Oh, hello, random person. Oh, it's a lightning. It's going to go out. That's good. So yeah. That being said, we might find a different way. You never know. You never know. The red pandas might make a reappearance. I mean, thrumbos could be quite profitable, although we're unlikely to get one of those the same way we did last time. We got very lucky with how we ended up with a thrumbo very early on. Although, there is a downside to having a thrumbo early on, is that, the game, the way the difficulty scales, the raids are based on your colony wealth, and when you get a Thrumbo, your colony wealth goes up massively because they're very valuable, which means you'll get really, really big raids, which is actually a problem if you don't have a base that's particularly high-end. So, yeah, I'm kind of hoping we don't get a Thrumbo. As cool as it was that we had a Thrumbo really early, it's not actually a particularly helpful thing to have. But, yeah, we will see what is going to happen with the economy on this one. I'm expecting it to end up being drugs. However, if it isn't, I'm okay with that. You know, if we manage to find a way to make money that doesn't involve drugs, I'm perfectly happy with that. And fingers crossed, maybe we will find a new way. I don't know, though. Cora, thank you for the bits, saying, can I request another food field? It's probably not a terrible idea. The moment, my biggest concern is time. We've just got so much to do. That I'm focusing on getting some electricity on the go. We probably want a water mill generator, because seeing as we're next to a river, a water mill would be a really good idea to get a bunch of power for us, which we don't normally get to use because we don't normally live on the river. So yeah, that's what we're going to go for. We should be okay food-wise. I think we've kind of chilled out a little bit with the food demand. I mean, they're not great, actually. But the rice is... Okay, the rice is ready to harvest. The potatoes are ready to harvest. Who is on plant... Okay, I think everyone's going to have to be on plant cutting duty for a minute so that we can maybe go and... Okay, the bed has been sorted, right, so MG and Maldonado can have that. No one seems to care about harvesting the fields. I swear plant cut... Oh, it's not higher than cook. It should be higher than everything else they're doing. Does that include... Oh, it includes harvesting. Okay, plant cut is trees. Okay, that's why. Matt, I don't know why I thought it was that way round. Oh, great. Yeah, that's what we need. A psychic drone. Cool. Thanks, game. You're really lovely. Did you know that? You're so kind to me. Bloody game, honestly. I'd rather deal with raiders at this point. I would much rather deal with raiders at this point. You guys are useless at harvesting. I might actually have to... You know what? You lot are just garbage. I'm sorry. You're just terrible at that. I'm going to not have you do that. I mean, the low drone's not too bad. It's another one of these, oh crap, not again, kind of a thing. It's not awful, though. I don't think it's actually going to have much of an effect at this stage of the game. Everyone should be fine. It's not like everyone's got super low expectations of the colony, so, yeah, very low expectations. Pessimist low drone, yeah, it's not going to help, but yeah, it'll be alright. Firebird, you got food poisoning again. Oh, no, you're just high as a kite. Well, I hope you enjoyed the smoke leaf, because that's the last you're going to have for a while. Wondered why they were going around very slowly. That makes a lot of sense. Now, I have got distracted immediately, as is traditional FailRace nonsense. Does that give us steel? I hope so. Because we're out of steel. I don't really have any way to get steel either. Tell you what, if Firebird manages to die from a heart attack immediately on the first job, it'd be very funny, but I'd be very sad. Because could really do with not that happening. It could really do with not that happening. We're going to put a grave down there so we can get rid of the body. I mean, this is the closest steel I've got. We actually need some steel now. Is that closer than the steel? No, it's not closer than the steel up there. Did I pause? I did pause. Right. Actually, it's a good question. That's a steel table. I guess we can deconstruct that. That's a steel urn. Sandstone. Sandstone. There's some steel columns I guess we could deconstruct. Some bits and pieces. I mean, the other thing is we can mine out this bit here. For the moment, we'll get a quarry and then it's not going to be a problem, but for now, that will work. Firebird, take the bits. I say, aren't I the best at medical in this small group? I think Maldonado is good at medical. So Firebird, you're good at social, which means you're going to be good at recruitment. Fantastic. You're very good at mining. Disturbing vision. MG had a strange dream in it. He saw a black shape unfurling in space and time. Upon waking from the vision, MG feels slightly drawn to the monolith. It calls to him. No, don't do it. Behave. Do not go to the weird monolith. Right, Firebird, I think I'm going to have to shout at you to do mining, aren't I? Yeah. I mean, you can look after the prisoner, but afterwards go and mine, do some mining and all that. Because we need some steel so I can make some batteries, so I can power some stuff. That's the next goal. The next goal is to make a battery. Might as well make a decent sized battery so that, yeah, things can be powered. Right. Haul urgently. Haul urgently. Let's pick up the food. Let's not leave food just hanging about in the field. We need to get power. We need to get a freezer. You know, it's all go. Oh, is there some? Well, I mean, there is some steel. There is some steel over here, isn't there? Yeah, there is some steel hanging about. I mean, by the time we've gone to recover that, we'll have been able to get that stuff up there. But that's gonna be fine, right? Most important, let's get the food harvested. Potatoes spoil in like 30 days. That's fine. And then yeah, we can pick up the other things. Food situation is a little bit better under control. Ish. Right, MG, you know what, for now, MG, I'm going to have you on hauling, because as much importance as research is, we do need to try and get this food in before it goes off. I don't have a freezer for it yet, so it is kind of a priority. We take care of the sort of food situation. Right. I know we need batteries, game. I'm trying to solve that issue. Okay, and then if we... I think once we've got sort of like this setup done, we will then be able to get... The freezer is goal number 1. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not going to worry. I forgot that's got to go through the bog, which I don't want it to do. There is an underwater cable, which, you know, we will get at some point. I don't know why I'm doing the power grid properly yet, because we're miles away from it and we're not yet. That was what I thought was going to happen. Naturally, of course they're not going to go and be useful. They're going to do it stupidly, aren't they? It's fine. Drake, thank you the bits. Saying haiku time, enjoy. Fire hot. Many chips. Alex, miss out Limerick. Read it, blind Alex. You know what? No, because you're being rude about it. I'm just going to be stubborn and say no. There's a concrete sarcophagus. I guess I could have put the body in one of them. Oh, well, solar flare. I have no electrics at the moment. We are trying to sort that scenario out, kind of a thing. But I have got no electrics going on. So solar flare, completely irrelevant. I have seen there are plenty of like medieval style mods for this that I have seen where like you don't deal with electrics and wind turbines and gun turrets, and it's more sort of swords and shields and bows and ballistas and catapults and all that kind of thing, which is quite cool. I've never really gone into that side of things here, but it is quite cool that there is that option there if you are so inclined. Jesus, MG has all... Oh, for God's sake. Oh, for God's sake. I've literally just built your... You two are the worst. You're literally the worst. We've been going for less than 2 hours and you've already proposed and been rejected and you've now split up. For crying out loud. I'm not going to have to build a bedroom for... I'm more annoyed about the fact I've got to build another bedroom. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, you two are absolutely useless. Why? Why would you? You've been on this planet for like a few days at this point. I mean, and barely a few days as well. I'm going to add, it is barely a few days you have been on this planet. Ah, Christ. Well, what can I do? What can I do against such stupidity? I mean, it took you a bunch of times to asking them out to even get there, and then to propose already is pure lunacy. I admire the bravery. I mean, some would say lunacy, and I would agree with some. However, there we go. MG, you've been demoted from the double bed because you were an idiot. Mostly because I forgot. That's why. MG, you can have your bedroom back, and then Maldonado can go back to their original one. God damn it. I know we need batteries. I'm trying to shout at them to build batteries, and I don't know why they're not building the battery first. They've built all the cabling, and now now surely you must build the battery. Okay, MG, good stuff. Will MG be the new Longbow? Maybe. Who is it? I've forgotten who it was. Well, Longbow and Vanessa had a interesting story. Who was it? Was it Noodlebrain and someone last time who proposed like 6 times? They never broke up, but their proposal was constantly rejected. Was it Noodle? I can't remember who it was. It was Noodle and someone. I mean, Vanessa. Vanessa's had an interesting time of it. Was it Noodle and Zav? It could have been. I don't remember though. I didn't think it was, but I don't think it was. I can't remember who it was. Was it Danielle? I don't know why that name springs to... I don't think it was. I certainly don't remember. They did have Noodle Jr. I think they had Christian Sweden as well at some point, but I cannot remember. Can't remember exactly on that one. Tim Hortons and Longbow were a couple briefly until Longbow got killed by a rhino. That was one of the stranger deaths, to be honest. Death by rhino, not a very common occurrence. Even in Rimworld, death by rhino is an unlikely one. But that did happen. Longbow's had some bizarre deaths. It is very true. Right. Okay, so. Okay, we can go turn off the concrete machine because we don't need that. We are going to reinstall that over here somewhere. Let them... If you want to go play horseshoes, we need space around the colony because... Okay, so that did give us some steel. Fantastic, because we're going to build a freezer. Oh! Psychic Soothe. Lovely stuff. That's good. I'm happy about that. Group of travellers have turned up. Are we out of bloody wood again? I swear, or we just end up running out of materials constantly. Can we recruit this new person, please? Getting there. They're getting there. Very, very slowly. I mean, we are at least picking up some steel. Not a huge amount of steel there, mind you. Right. Oh. chop wood, chop down that. Work. I'm actually gonna, you know, right. I'm gonna have to shout at you lot to go and cut down some trees. Firebird, thank you for the bits. Saying, do you also remember that? Oh wait, hold on. Since I'm another melee character, can I beat my Mark 1 character of removing a spine and an entire leg? Dibs on the first powerful melee weapon. Also, do you also remember the Jedi army we had with their swords that chopped many people? I do. Yeah, lightsabers are, well, they call it light swords. Or something. A lightsaber is a possibility in this game with the mods that I have. I do remember the lightsabers. They were very cool. We're a long way off from that, but it is an absolute possibility that we can get lightsabers again. I think there could be some other melee weapons that we never really got into. And we never really had to, because honestly we had a helicopter that decimated everything. So they're probably going to see some more things. But this is, yeah, I mean, it isn't if we survive that far, of course, because there's a lot of stuff's going to go on between now and then. Pretty much. Pengy, thank you for the bit saying, too bad there is not the option to create a root cellar for rudimentary cooler temperature food storage before they have electricity. Yeah, it's kind of a shame there isn't that. I'm sure there is a mod. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind there is a mod that adds a feature like that where you could make a old style sort of cellar for storing food that would be not as good as an air-conditioned freezer but would be better than nothing. There's got to be a mod for it because it just makes sense, right? It makes sense that there would be something like that because, I mean, that's what we did as a species. That was like the early ways of doing it. So I'm sure there is, especially some of the medieval stuff. I'm sure there is a way to do it. But, yeah. I don't have that one at the moment. And at the end of the day, we've now got to the point already where we would now be ahead of that. Because we have got to the point where we, you know, can build a freezer. This is going to be a bit of a small freezer. God, for those of you that were watching the last playthrough that can remember some of the sizes of the buildings and freezers we had going on by the end of that playthrough, that is such a piddly freezer. But that's all we need for now. I mean, how many people do we have at the end of the last colony? I want to say we had like 30 or 40 people, a bunch of mechs. So yeah, we had these vast freezers and buildings. Because we had to, because we had so many people to feed, pretty much. Which was cool, which was fantastic. It was brilliant. But, yeah, it's weird going back to... It's just weird going back to the start. I haven't played Rimworld for a while, so the last time I played Rimworld was that colony. Which is, yeah, so much different. To of course, the first, what will be 2 hours in of Rimworld. You know, there's always a very big difference here. Now, we will need... Do we have enough... I mean, look, most importantly, let's actually build the bed for in there, and then we can worry about the floor later. Ereticus, thank you very much for the super chat, saying, I recently failed my interview for the position of quality inspector at the Mirror Factory. A pity it was a job I could really see myself doing. You are getting a boo. You are getting a boo from me. And I am sure you are going to get a boo from chat, and it is rightfully deserved at that point. But I do thank you very much for the super chat, even if you absolutely deserve a boo. Someone caravanning buys the urgent doctor. Great opportunity to improve relationships with our poor doctor. Nope. Sorry, not my problem. We've got other problems to deal with. Yes, the time. So my previous playthrough of Rimworld, we won. That was with the world's most overpowered helicopters. Basically, it kind of became very straightforward at that point. The one before that is the one where we died when the walls got breached and we couldn't patch them up quick enough. And yeah, we failed in that one. Dramatic style. It went wrong. That one went wrong. But Hopefully it won't go wrong this time. I don't know. We have so much more kind of going on that, yeah, who knows. There will definitely be, I mean, because we're not going to, so I'm not using the aircraft, the tanks and vehicles. Oh, we've got a goose! We have a goose, and in honour, I'm pretty sure it was... I swear it was Caleb that got chased and almost killed by a goose last time. So, in honour, we will call it Caleb. Probably, like, some of these animals will not be long-standing. So what we will want to get, when I can, is we will want to get dogs, because dogs can help haul stuff around. Super, super important. Being able to haul stuff around with the pets actually saves so much work for the humans. A goose can do bugger all, and I'm slightly disappointed our cat can't do anything, because the animals are really, really useful. The eclipse is ending. I swear I spun that the other... Oh, for God's sake. I swear I had that the right way round. Apparently not. I could have sworn I had that the right way. I must have hit it by accident. What an idiot. Don't tell me. No. No, I'm not dealing with your crap again. For God's sake, you two. We've literally been going 2 hours. You've got together, proposed marriages, broke up, and now got together again. I appreciate it's the end of the... Well, it's not even the end of the world. You're on a safe-ish planet. Ah, oh, for heaven's sake. I know what this playthrough is going to be. I can already sense what this playthrough is going to be. It is going to be the story of these two idiots and their weird relationship, right? How did it happen? MG courted Maldonado by subtly complimenting her skills. Well, it's not the worst pickup line we've seen in Rimworld. There was no cabbages involved this time around. Oh, Jesus. I guess this is like well, you're literally the only option here, so we might as well. That's what it is. Because Firebird is MG's son. Maldonado is straight. I don't think they can... I think if they aren't straight, I think it comes up as a trait. So, yeah, they are literally, well, those are the options. That is your option at the moment, and they've just decided... Sorry, his daughter, I apologise. But yeah, that's... yeah, this is going to be a nonsense. This is going to be a nonsense thing. I can already tell you exactly what this is going to be like. Right, clear all. So this bit here is for foodstuffs. This bit here will not store foods. This temperature will be down to minus... I always keep it at -10, just in case. It's just easiest, really. Okay, good stuff. We can have food in the freezer. Okay. We have kind of... The very basics are at a slightly more solved point than they were. Right, which is important. That's what we need. We really need to recruit cats so we can start doing some better... Well, so we can actually start doing some crafting, or so we can do some building work. We're waiting for Cat to be able to make concrete and stuff, because Cat will actually be good at it, and the rest of us aren't. The rest of us are completely pathetic at crafting. So, yeah, we're kind of just dealing with that. Orange Hitman, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 4th month. A road car salute to you from a chat. Thank you very much indeed. Small fire. It's okay. It's fine. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of bang. And the power's immediately gone off. I think the wind turbine is... Yeah, we're actually producing more power. That's fine. I swear to God, if Maldonado gets pregnant straight away, we are not prepared to deal with that. We're not prepared. We're not mentally or anything prepared for that this early in the game. I might actually have to tell you. Where is it? I can tell you to don't know children. Right, avoid for now. For now. Later on is fine, but just no. Can't deal with that crap for the moment. Let's just not die. Okay, quest active. Not worried about that. Of course. Right. Food situation looks pretty solid actually. I'm happy with that. I like the look of the amount of rice we have in the freezer. That is great. What is going on? What is going on? You got back together. Was it really that disappointing? Was it really that disappointing? Your night of, I guess, terrible sex. They're just the most useless couple. I mean, we saw some stupid crap with, I mean, especially with Noodlebrain in the last one, with Longbow and Vanessa, we saw some of that stupid crap, but oh, for heaven's sake, you two. Right. MG keeps that bed. Maldonado, go back over there. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, you two are going to drive me mad here. We need some more colonists. Desperately. Like, I could understand the up and down relationship over a bit of time, but no, this has been an up and down relationship over the space of about 20 minutes. Oh, the goose is going to... I'm not building a pen for the goose. Caleb, I mean, you will wander away over time. But, yeah, we wasn't planning on keeping the goose anyway, particularly. For the moment, it's not a particular priority for us. We have bigger things to deal with. At some point, we will get an animal pen, but for the moment, we don't really... we don't really need it. Alright, Cat is almost recruited. We've almost got the... Oh, Thrombos have turned up. I mean, that's cool. I'll take that. I'm aware we need a floor in the freezer, but I'm waiting to get Cat so we can make concrete, so we can put the floor in the freezer with concrete. Because none of our other lot are capable, really, of making concrete. They're a bit useless. I don't really want to use wooden floor in there, especially not with with the difficulties we've had with getting enough materials, really. The Penky, thank you for the bit, saying maybe Maldonado can't get a good night's sleep in the double bed. Maybe. Maybe on that one. I bet they are going to get back together again and break up and back together. I can just see it going that way. I mean, they now... they do... okay, Maldonado doesn't really like anyone, but likes MG better. MG, gets on very well with their daughter. Still somehow got plus 30 on Maldonado, somehow. I think Mikey's right here. He's attempting to see how many engagement rejections one character can get in a single stream. It does look like that's what they're going for here. They're really trying for a record at the moment. Thrombo sighting's mild. It wasn't even in this area. Hold on, what the hell was... Oh, that's a doctor request. We're never getting there, are we? Christ. In fact, the terrain here is so awful that if and when we build tanks, trying to leave this area is gonna be rubbish. I may install a helicopter mod just as a transport, not use it as weapons, but I may have to have a look at something along those lines, because I don't know if we're ever going to get out of this area. It's going to be so slow going because we're in. I have seen a mod that adds boats, but the boats I've seen are far too big for this river. I mean, it's a tiny ass river, so who knows? That's a problem. That's a long-term problem. That's not a today problem. That's a very long-term problem at all. If a problem at all. Cowbell, thank you very much for the donation, saying the cult of Double 69. Indeed, the cult of Double 69 is here. MG and Maldonado will not be visiting that one. But we have got the Double 69 on the donation bar. Thank you very much, Cowbell, for the donation. MG, what are you doing? Carrying the logs around. Fantastic stuff. Maldonado is busy making food. MG and Firebird can carry the crap around. Okay. It's good. It's good. I mean, we say... yeah. We say MG and Maldonado won't, but then tomorrow they probably will again. You just never really know, do you? At the end of the day, with them two, they are just terrible. Who is sad? Maldonado, what is wrong? No, just broken up with and pessimist. Okay, needing warm clothes. That is a little bit of a problem. I don't really have a solution to that one at the moment. I mean, we might as well build an electric tailor bench. It's not like we're going to be using it. Can't really. I've got no one who's any good at crafting until we recruit. That's just kind of what it is at the moment. Who do they put in there? Who's that? Hold on. I'm very confused. Who's that? Because didn't I build the grave for that person? We've only had 2 people attack us. Huh? Who? Who the crap is that? That's really weird. I mean, it says it's 3 years old, but we're not. It shouldn't be. We built it. What the hell? That's so. I've never seen that before. That's so weird. That is so strange. Calgos saying, dig them up and find out. I mean, the curiosity is definitely there, but I mean, old corpse. I don't think anyone found an old corpse. I mean, there has been people that come past. I guess maybe one of them. Why is cat? Oh, cat's glowing because they're a prisoner. When I've zoomed out. Okay, for a second I wondered, has cat become radioactive? But ooh. A slaver has turned up, which would normally be good, only I have no money. I have 800. Well, I mean, we can try. You know. It's worth a go. Right, Firebird. You're good at this. I doubt I'm going to have the money, but we might, just maybe, be able to get someone. Oh, no, not quite. Okay. No, I don't know. I don't think, even if I... I don't want to sell Cat, because Cat's actually really good. Cat's really good at crafting, really good at intellectual, like shooting and construction. Like, that's a great character. They're a delicate wimp, but they're going to be doing a lot of work. I would very much like to recruit. You're good with animals and plants. You'll be good with animals. Yeah, you'll be very good with animals. Jeez. Of course you will, because you're the Yitakin. Artistic, social. I mean, then none of these are actually very good characters. If I had enough money, I would buy some, but none of them are worth what we've got. And I'm definitely not selling Cat, who is actually better than any of those options there. Certainly for our colony, be a lot better. So yeah, no. That's an unfortunate timing. That is an unfortunate timing right there. How close are you? Almost there. Almost. Once they have been recruited, it'll be straight into producing concrete. They've not got a... Oh, that might be... Where have these bodies come from? That, I'm going to hazard a guess. Where did you die? So we had this little storage area up here for corpses. Where did they die? Do you reckon these are like people that are passing through the area and have been killed by wild animals, maybe? And we've just like found bodies and gone, well, I don't know what to do with it, and just kind of dumped them up there. Maybe? It's very bizarre. It's very bizarre. Yeah, 2.5 years ago is strange. I'm going to guess the anomaly has something to do with it. Because other than that, I don't know. Random corpses appearing. Feels bad, doesn't it? Doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel like a sort of thing that I want particularly, does it? That's it's alarming. It is alarming, that one. Jack Skellington, thank you very much for the super chat. So, spooky random grave. Nothing bad could come from it. I say leave it alone. No need to be getting cursed any time, sir. Could be a sign of times ahead. There's definitely something weird, isn't there? There's definitely something weird going on. I mean, Firebird, we have at least buried the person that we killed. The raider that we did get rid of. MG... I feel like... Okay, MG, I feel like research is going to go back on the top of your to-do list. If we can get... Okay, resistance has been broken. If we can get a water mill going up, that solves power issues for the foreseeable future. I mean, actually, we're going to almost immediately need a bigger freezer. A good problem to have, honestly. As problems go, I'm happy to have that problem. My next big issue is going to start being defences. We're going to need some better defences than we've got. Christ, I don't really want I guess barricades is probably going to be the way to go for the moment. Because, yeah, it's better than... We haven't got any cloth. We should probably have... What is the... Yeah... I guess next season. Probably not a bad idea to prepare it, but... Yeah, next season... We're going to have to... God, they're a little bit cramped in here. We're going to have to get things ready for... next year. For growing some cloth. Because we will need that for... Well, we'll need that for clothes is probably the most important, significant kind of use for it. Uh-oh. A rat has gone mad. Who was it who died? Was it Ewan that died to a mad rat? Alright, Firebird, prepare yourself. Oh, Maldonado, stop shooting. Seeing as I'm pretty sure you just shot Firebird. Okay. Yep, I mean, Firebird has not had a great time there. Firebird, maybe go and have a rest, please. We're going to have to shout at Maldonado. Maldonado did the shooting. Oh, they left us some silver. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. Maldonado, you did the shooting, so therefore you've got to go and tend to them, because you're an idiot. Please don't get an infection. Dear God, please, please do not get an infection right away. Okay, we got some silver. They just decided to leave a gift for us, which is very nice of them. They saw we were struggling and opted to, to help us out a little bit. Which, yeah, you know what? Not going to complain about. Not going to complain about at all. Cowbell, thank you very much for the donation. I say the cult. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. I missed one out here. Lucky 1p Cat. Thank you for the donation. Saying double cult, not any longer. Freedom for cats. P.S. MG and Maldonado are silly humans, so we cats are better lovers. Well, I mean, I guess they're less loyal, to be honest. Cowbell, thank you for the donation, saying the cult of 69 shall never be defeated, and it currently still reigns on the donation bar. Sergio Turbo, thank you very much for the donation, saying Sergio Turbo's tips. With a tip return. Build some shelves in the freezer. Each square of a shelf holds 3 times. Yeah, I do need some shelves. In there, which should probably... Well, I don't know why we bother with a goose egg. But yes, shelves, absolutely. I wasn't actually thinking we were going to run into issues immediately with this. But, yeah, shelving is going to have to happen in here. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, shelves, wonderful. I don't even think it's a mod. I think it's a base game thing now. Shelves are a wonderful thing in here that will allow us to store an awful lot more than you know, than normal. It just helps make, even with shelves, we're going to fill this up quite a lot, quite quickly. Which is, again, a good problem to have. I'm very happy to have that as a problem. Who is unhappy? Maldonado. Why is Maldonado unhappy? Probably because of the nonsense saga with MG, yeah. Oh, okay, the goose egg can be used. Uh-oh. Shambler approaches. Okay, not seen the zombies before. So, threat for this was higher than... Oh, what is... So they have become a zombie. Our first anomalous event. Thankfully, Firebird was the melee fighter, and we probably don't want a melee fighter against a zombie. I don't know how quick they move. Oh, they're just kind of chilling. I mean, sure. You can chill up there, I don't really care. They are going for the Lamborghini. Don't give the zombies Lambos. Definitely don't want that. Do not give the zombies Lamborghinis. Should I send people out to get it? I mean, Maldonado, I don't know why you ate without a table, because you can literally sit at one here. We should, actually. This would have been a much simpler way to do things, realistically, if we could have done this. Right, I've got to keep an eye on the damn thing. Right, Firebird is fine. Firebird is fully recovered from this. I mean, the zombies just want to chill around up there. I don't care too much. Okay, we've learned how to make a water mill. That's good. That's going to solve some of our power-related issues. If we get some lights built, that'll cheer them up. They'll be happier about getting some lighting on the go. The zombie is kind of wandering closer. Firebird, please be careful. Oh, wait, I've got to set that back to normal. Oh well, that can be... Oh, because Firebird's the only one that deals with the prisoner. So, prisoners should be recruited soon. It's kind of wandered a little bit closer. I'm going to, like, tomorrow, when everyone's awake, we're going to have to send them up after that, I think. Because I don't want it actually getting too close. Okay, you can watch the sunrise, but after that, we need you to go together. Where's the damn thing? There it is. It's not shambling. It has gone down. It's, I guess, crawling? You two are literally hitting a crawling target. How it's not dead, I don't know. Come on, it's barely moving. You're better than this. I guess we are shooting through a lot of trees at the moment. MG has hit it a good few times. Bloody hell, that thing is tanky. It's gone. That thing is tanky. That is a concern. A few of them is going to be... Because the difficulty... Hey, okay. Oh. Cat obtained the misandrous trait. Oh, I forgot there is a thing where, yeah, they can sometimes get traits when they're recruited and stuff, which is a bit of a shame. Right. You shall become... Right. Sakura Stars, welcome to the colony. You are here now. We finally have someone who can do some crafting. Right. Oh yeah, what I was going to do here. Shelf. Right. Storage. Clear all foods. Clear all foods. Actually, probably what I want to do here is... Right, hold on. Clear all, clear all. At the moment, the majority of what we are producing is rice. So what we're going to do... Copy settings, paste settings, paste settings. This one here is going to be... Oh, meal. Right. And then this one here can be for potatoes. For now. For now. Okay, fantastic. Sakura, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, finally human! I've been an animal so many times. Yeah, you were the bionic cat. I think you were the crazy bionic cat we built one time. I say built, we kind of did end up building you, sort of turned you into a bionic cat. But yes, you have been... Oh, there's a party going on. That nothing ever ends badly when we have a party. Christ. But yes, you have been an animal many, many times, and this time around you get to be a human. So welcome to the land of the humans. I really hope you don't get killed immediately. I'd be very sad if you did. Right, what have we got? We've got a load of marble and slate. So this thing here, add bill, make concrete from stone chunks. What we want to do, we want to turn slate into concrete for the moment, but we're going to have a little party first. You know, everyone's got to enjoy a little bit of a party. Pengy, thank you for saying, do you need to do something to keep the zombie dead? I have no idea. I hope not, because I don't actually know. I said, I've never dealt with the anomaly stuff before, so I genuinely don't know. Genuinely don't know what we might have to do with the various bits and pieces. Okay, Sakura is going to start making concrete, which has just become the job for our our latest recruit. Is going to just be on concrete patrol. It is a temporary, well, it's a temporary thing. We will, I'm sure, have you doing other things, but we haven't had anyone that's any good at creating stuff. So yeah, hence why we are excited to have someone who is now finally able to do things. Guns. Let's think about guns. What do I need? What do I need to make a gun turret? We need machining. We need a lathe before that. That doesn't feel right. Unless they've changed things. What is it that gets me a gun turret? Gun turret's down there. Okay. So to get that, we need blowback operation, we need gunsmithing, we need machining. We need a lathe first. Where the hell is lathe in the tech tree? Ooh, it's over here. Okay, we need smithing first. Right, okay. This has slightly changed how things go. I don't know whether this is a part of mods or whether this is just part of the anomaly, whether things have been slightly tweaked. Because I don't remember having to do it that way round before. I don't remember that ever being a thing that was needed, but... you know, it is what it is. We can do that, I say, easily enough. What is temperature like? I start thinking about heaters soon. Maldonado's unhappy. Sakura asking, can you keep zombies and mindless guard dogs for a colony? I don't think I can do anything with them, but I'm also not going to say we can't. Can we get, like... I want the zombie dogs from, like, Resident Evil. Can we get some of those? Actually, there is... I don't know how the Anomaly stuff works, but I know there is a way of, like, capturing things, and I don't know what we do with them. So, there might be a way to do it. I don't... I don't know. I genuinely don't know at this point. There could be a way to do that. I just, yeah, have not done any of the Anomaly stuff. So, yeah. Did smithing always come first? Honestly can't remember. I think I remember an older version of Rimworld where you got gun turrets a lot earlier, but that probably is just me remembering things funky. Which, let's face it, pretty accurate for me. You know, in the grand scheme of things, me misremembering stuff, of course that's going to happen. Of course that's going to happen. Right, okay. So, we have got ourselves... how many more? Do 3 more times. Get the slate. Put all the slate through that machine. Because then we can concrete up some bits and pieces. We will probably move the research bench into there. Oh. Yeah, we'll move our research up to there. H2G2, thank you very much for the bits. Saying, hey Alex, what do vegan zombies eat? Grains. You're definitely getting a boo. You are getting a boo from me, and hopefully from chat, and you fully deserve your boo. I thank you for all the bits, but you absolutely are deserving of that boo. Pengy, thank you for the bits. As a Sakura is thinking, I agree to join this colony, and all I'm doing is making cement. Fungerbird promised me so much more. Oh, don't worry. You will have, I say, more exciting roles to come. We just got excited because somebody could actually do some crafting here at long last. We have somebody capable and able in this one. Oh, look at the freezer, look at the food. It's glorious. We have food. We're in an alright shape. We're in an okay shape. Happy days. MG is busy researching. Power situation is fine. That's what we like to see. Trying to think what the next step is going to be here. We could probably do... we might as well get an electric tailor's bench in here while we're at it. I guess the other thing, make marble blocks, is essentially what we're going to do. How many have we got up here? 22. Okay. Let's... I hate to say it, Sakura, but you're going to be doing a lot of stonemasonry, but it will come in really handy because you are going to end up being vitally important to our economy, probably. Okay, the wildlife's attacking again. Oh, Sakura, you could probably have your gun back as well at some point. Are you a decent shot? Not really, but better than nothing. The meowing is not my cats. That's in game. That would be Captain Kurt that does the. There's the meowing sound effect. I got no cats in the office. I don't think. I can't see any. But yeah, that is in the game. Right, MG, come over here. Where is that boar? Alright, Maldonado. I don't actually know why I'm bothering with cover. It's a boar. It's not going to be shooting at us from long range, is it? Right, MG, just go a little bit further back so you don't get... Oh, lovely shot. 10 out of 10 effort right there, MG. That's more like it. What did it kill? Oh, yeah, shot through the heart. There we go. That'll do it. That will do it. And everyone to bed. Good stuff. The cat has found an alcove to sleep in. MG through it? Is that old? I hope that's an old party. Pengy, thank you for the bits. Saying, relationship check. Does Sakura-san change the chance of MG and Maldonado getting back together? I don't think so, because Sakura is 15 and they are in their 40s. So, yeah. Don't think that's going to make much difference in that one. I can't even remember. Where is it? And yeah, I mean it's not happening. Is basically the well, Maldonado has a 13% chance with MG. MG has a 0% chance the other way. Sakura is too young, and Firebird has no one at all. So yeah, I feel like it has deteriorated the relationship chances between those two. But yeah, Sakura is not really play a part in this one. So yeah, they were literally like a 14-year-old kid was given a gun and told to go and attack a base. I don't quite know what the faction that sent them was thinking, but yeah, not the smartest thing that's ever been done, is it really? Okay. Could do with someone going to finish off building that bloody bench. I guess the next best trees to chop down are those. Right, what do we need next? I think our next best bet is to... I mean, the bench... We can build leather park. I mean, leather parkers aren't going to be very good. Actually, no, we can't even build. I guess it would be. We could build a. Yeah, we can build some of these. They won't be very good made out of leather, but like they are better than nothing coming for winter. I don't know what our other. I don't think we could hunt for. Unless you take out the mega sloth, which we are not prepared to do. Well, I did see somebody ask, Alien Invader saying, with the years in stasis, surely it's possible to have someone older than a parent in this game. 100% is. It has been done. 100% that is possible. We have seen it. I think in the last colony we had it. Yeah, it is absolutely possible. Because somebody can be in. I don't know what our actual characters. So Firebird is technically 51 years old, but some of that was in cryo. Maldonado is technically 411 years old. Where is MG gone? MG is 379 years old, and Sakura is 15. I don't quite know why that's in brackets. That's weird. Chronological age 14 years, biological age. I guess they've been in cryo for a year then. I thought they were 14, but regardless. So yes, it is 100% possible to have somebody who is. So for example, if MG had been dumped out of cryo, or if Firebird had been dumped out of cryo sleep earlier, it's possible. We've definitely seen it done. It gets a bit confusing. A lot can get quite confusing. But yeah, don't think too hard about it. We could. I see somebody saying it's electric stove. Yes, that is a very good idea. Do I have the power for it? Probably. We may as well turn these off for the moment. Actually, maybe the next step is going to be build this. We need some more wood, which we can get. I'll just kind of clear out the base for some more wood, so we can build the water generator. It's I just want to make sure that we don't overload ourselves too soon. Don't want to suddenly shove in too much too quickly. Right, we don't ever want to be doing that. Maldonado can continue to cook. I mean, look, we've got mountains of food. It's a great problem to have. It's a great problem to have. We are overproducing food like crazy. Awesome. I'm happy with that situation. I want to convert the base. Okay. Emo Phallic is saying that the 1514 is from growth fats. They rapid age to year. Okay. Didn't know that. I've never done much with that side of the game. Haven't come across that before. That's quite cool. Didn't know that's how it works. But, yeah, okay. That is an interesting one. That is an interesting one. I guess it makes sense, right? You can rapidly age up people to make them more useful quicker. As I remember from the... let's say from the difficulties of dealing with the kids takes forever. So yeah, if you can do that, that's quite cool. Now, the lathe part is definitely new here. We need to learn how to build a lathe. Yeah, they were only rapidly aged a year. That's not too bad. Rapidly aged a year and sent to their death, only to be recruited to a much nicer colony. You know, they're going to have a nice time. There's going to be a nice life here, I hope. Fingers crossed. Nope. I'm not dealing with your toxic waste. Piss off. We are barely nowhere set ready to deal with something like that. Firebird is going to go build a big water mill generator. No, yeah, it's nicer for now. For now, no war crimes have been committed. You know, we have... Oh, a wild woman wanders in. Can attempt to tame her, but no one is capable of doing it anyway, so they can just wander about. That's fine. They can do their thing. At some point, we may be able to tame them. At some point, they may fight some raiders. They actually can fight the raiders that come into your base for you, which is very helpful when they do. They might fight bugs. I've seen them fight the bugs occasionally as well. Or whatever nonsense is going on at any given moment. They can actually be quite helpful with that. Firebird. Look at that. Look at that. Is this the first time I've had... I think this is the first time I've had a water mill in one of these, because I'm pretty sure every playthrough I've done, I don't think I've ever had a playthrough on a river. Not a streamed one. I have a non-streamed save file, one of the test save files I had when I was starting. Oh no! Caleb's got the... Oh, Caleb's the goose. Well, I mean, I don't want the goose dying, but I'm also not too fussed about the goose. The goose wasn't the most important. I was hoping it wasn't Captain Kurt, and it wasn't Captain Kurt. So, that's fine. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had a playthrough on a river on a stream. But yeah, my non-streamed playthrough, I have built a river colony before. It's very good fun. It's a bit difficult to defend. Is the only problem with this. Is we end up in this weird situation where this base is now really difficult to defend when it starts. Like, building a kill box here is tough. Because where the hell do I build it? The river's a natural border, but they can cross it. It's not deep enough to stop it from being crossed, which is a problem. It slows them. So we're going to have to, like, when the time comes, we are going to... Sorry, this is a rough plan. When the time comes, I mean, we are unlikely to bother, so it's likely to end up being a wall that comes across here and goes up sort of here. That is the likely style. We're likely to do that to start with. It's going to expand a lot. It'll go much further north. And then you will build a kill box. It doesn't really, at this point, right, it doesn't matter where the kill box is, because if we block it off like this, actually, what probably then make the most sense is you would have a kill box come in like here, roughly. So you'd have them come in this way, dig that out, have them come in this way, because then whatever side they spawn in, they're going to have to make their way in that way. So from the north, from the west, from the south, they're going to have to come up that way. That's probably the way it's going to go in terms of a plan. It's not perfect. I mean, it never is. But it is a bit more defensible. We've actually got a lot of geothermal locations close by, which is great. I like that very much. I like that very much indeed. But yeah, this isn't a particularly brilliant defensible position just yet. I'm hoping it's going to be good at some point. Oh crap, did I miss a... Yes, I did. I missed one bit of a power conduit. But yeah, it will become quite defensible. I mean, the other thing that we can do is you can extend the kill box down here, or the wall, so you can build the wall down here, go over to the... So go from there over, then up. Actually, I can't, because I've got to be able to have them go from the... Yeah, we could have something for it. We could cut a path through there to force the ones from... Oh, no, it's a thunderstorm. Kane asking a good question. Why not dig into the mountain? I would love to do that. However, the chance of bug infestations are very, very high. So the difficulty with that is bugs. Basically, if we dig into the mountain, bugs can spawn in your base. Basically, to stop people from turtling in the game and creating these mountain bases, there is a mechanic whereby if you dig into the mountain, bugs have a chance of spawning, and they will ruin your day. So I do not want to dig in the mountain. I have a method of countering it, I have a method of countering it, but the method of countering it is to put what's called a thumper down, which is a big device that stops bugs from spawning. However, people don't like living near it. So they don't really want to be living, you know, you don't want it next to your bedroom, because it's basically like a big device that shakes the ground that stops bugs from a bit. I don't know why I'm bothering fighting this fire, because it's never going to get to our base. You know what, just let it burn out. So yeah, I can build a thumper that will stop the bugs from spawning. However, it's not something people want to live next to, so I'm not going to necessarily do it that much. It's not really the goal. It's kind of a shame. I do have a mod that could technically turn off infestations, and then you could go and build a mountain base. It does feel, it does feel a little cheap. Kind of. I don't know. Infestations are just like a part of it. I like the fact that I have a way to basically stop them, but it's not really a way you can kind of build your base around it. I don't know. Maybe sometime I'll build a. Here is a mountain base. I mean, it may get to the point where expansion-wise we have to start digging into the mountain or something. It might happen where we go for it. But yeah, I know one of the bits up here does have an overhead mountain. I'm going to dig in. I'm going to dig the mountain out, and then once that's dug out, then we can go and fill in the overhead mountain tiles to stop bugs spawning. Basically, it is a little trick. Right, have we got all? Okay, we've made all the marble. Okay, what is most important? Okay, most important things that don't burn down. Okay, marble walls. This room here is probably the most important room in the whole colony at the moment. The last thing we want is our freezer room to burn down. So that is the first thing we're going to upgrade to marble. So we're using the blocks. Wood catches fire, funnily enough. Kind of sucks. So... Oh yeah, Caleb survived the plague. Impressive. Yeah, the kitchen could probably do with some flooring. You are not wrong. Do I have concrete? I do have enough concrete to build some of the flooring at least. There we go. Right. Yes, I want to do that 4 times. We will turn that on. Cal will say mountain base is not that bad if you design it with a suitably controlling corridor and rooms. Yeah, I mean it can be done. It can be done. I have seen it done even without cheesing it completely. I have seen. I've seen a way to get bugs to spawn. Or I've heard of. I've never experimented with it myself. I've heard of a way to basically get bugs to spawn in a designated room. So what you do is you build your mountain base, and then you build a room where if an infestation happens, it happens in this room. It's like a bait room, and then you fill the room with turrets and things to deal with the bugs when they turn up, and that in theory works as well. I've never done it. I've heard it is possible. You can kind of cheese well, not really cheese the game as such, but there is a way to kind of build a bait room, basically. I don't know. There's probably a mod that can also do that. It's a sort of a force. Oh God! Oh, Caleb. Caleb is a goose. The poor goose survived. Well, the goose is cooked. It can be food for a fox. You know, circle of life and all that. Yeah, I have never really experimented with mountain bases. Oh, Sakura has found the energy drinks. I knew someone would eventually find the energy drinks. I don't actually know what it does. I feel like I've been given caffeine tolerant. Yeah, okay. I mean, it makes them. No, stop! Don't drink another one. You've had one a day. Get out of there. You're not allowed more than one a day, otherwise you're going to get very. Oh, hello, Dagon. How are you doing? Goodbye, Dagon. I'm not quite sure why you're here. What you're doing here, you've just sort of wandered past. Lucky 1p Cat, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, meow, cult of 1p forever! That and cat treats. Always cat treats. Dagon, do you agree? You agree? I mean, you don't get crazy amount of cat treats. I've got to be careful with Eve, because Eve is chunky cat, and I've got to keep her on a diet. Yeah, chunky cat has got to be kept on a little bit stricter a diet, so slightly less treats. And if I give treats to one, they all want it. There is a gap there. I don't quite know why we've dug a gap there. It doesn't actually affect anything, because that bit there is technically closed. It's a bit. Wait, I'll build a wall there, because otherwise it's going to annoy me. But okay. The freezer, good news, is we have upgraded the freezer. The freezer is now fireproof, unless the fire starts in it, but Firebird. But the freezer is not going to burn down, which is what we want to see. I mean, I'm going to think we are going to have to start building. Yeah, sorry, goose. Caleb, don't worry. The goose was never really a. It's not. Like, you'd still get a normal character. The goose was a random self-tame that has kind of wandered in. Right, concrete down here. I mean, I guess we may as well sort of concrete up this bit. It's a bit of a weird. I mean, it's not really a very good room we've got going on here. But this is just a very basic kitchen. We've got a big storage area, a basic kitchen. Oh, we could do with. We could definitely do with a light in the research lab room. You know, because otherwise MG's just there working in the dark. Not ideal. I wish we had the ability to take out that Mega Sloth, because then we could actually get some decent clothes. I don't think there's really anything worth hunting. Okay, well, the pile of ibex, maybe. I mean, I'm not so much concerned about the food, like the meat part of that. It's how much. We don't really have enough leather. Plain leather. I mean, you could get a pigskin. You get one pigskin. You get a couple of parkas out of that. Food we're kind of okay-ish with. I guess if we hunted a bunch of boar. Surprisingly, the kangaroo isn't going to fight back. That feels wrong, but it should give us a bunch of. Again, we need the leather, is what we're looking for here to be able to make some clothes. It's not really going to be great winter clothes. Next year, we will have the cotton. We'll be growing cotton. I just haven't bothered because it's going to be too cold very soon. So it's not going to grow. It's just all going to die off. But when it does go to growing season, that will be fine. That will be the goal for next year. We're just going to have to go through one winter. Caleb is going to be dinner, I think. You know, waste not and all that. Sorry, Caleb. Drake saying we'll need to bridge the river. I mean, we will build a bridge at some point. It'll help us with the traversing around. That is for sure. Do I shout at MG? I might leave MG researching just for the moment. Oh, we're going to need to start building heaters. Right. Okay, vents over here. Heater, Firebird, you get a heater to yourself. We're not going to need these coolers anymore. Do we have the steel? Yes. Components? Should do. Could do with a drawbridge. I like Sakura's idea. Next year, Cotton and Smokeleaf. I like your thinking. I like your thinking indeed. Yes, more Smokeleaf is needed. That is definitely the way to go. I mean, we could probably like deconstruct that. What is that? Oh, that's a steel wall. Actually, that could be quite. You could get a bunch of steel from that. Right. We will chonk up some more slate into concrete. That'll be fine. Sakura's gone to bed. Sure. Now, we need power conduits. We have to run a power line over that way. That's fine. Should be fine. We can get a heater going. Over there. Right, that should sort out the temperature issues. And then we can also upgrade to an electric stove, which we do desperately need. Oh, and the other thing... God, we're keeping everyone busy. There's a lot to do in this colony. There is a lot to do. There is a lot to do. Don't care about quests. We're not doing that stuff yet. If bugs spawn... To be fair, if a bug spawned now, it would be a very, very small infestation. We're still a very poor colony at the end of the day. So, okay. Tomorrow's jobs. Sort out the power. Actually, well, not really sort out the power. Build one more heater. Let the temperature get up to that. Don't refuel these. We've got to get rid of them. Don't want someone refueling it when we're about to delete them. I don't know if the fuel gets picked up. Yeah, get rid of the coolers. When it gets to summer, we'll build aircon units, and that'll solve all of the temperature issues. Sakura is straight back into the making of concrete. Good work. We will need a sick bay. We will probably need a med bay. We will probably need a bigger prison, potentially. I mean, at the moment, we don't see a huge amount of... well, the raids we've had have been individuals. The next raid we get will potentially have 2 people, would be my guess. Can't guarantee that one, though, of course. What we are going to do is, while Sakura is in here, when they drop that off, you can go and pick up your gun. I mean, it's a crappy gun, but it's literally better than nothing at this point. Right, Firebird, I want you to dig out this area until there's no more steel, and then we're blocking it up. Once that area is empty, it will get blocked up, so there will be no more chance of bugs spawning in there. Because the last thing we want, bloody bugs appearing in our base. Now, don't want marble wall, concrete wall makes the most sense. We've got it in abundance here. So the reason I'm doing this, any of these dark green tiles, they have what's called overhead mounting, and if one of these dark green tiles, if there is a free space on it, bugs, infestations can spawn. So by building a wall like this, it means there is no tiles in which a bug infestation can spawn. If there's a single space, an infestation can spawn around it. But like this, there is nowhere for one to spawn. So it makes sure that there is no chance of bugs being able to spawn. Right. We are getting closer to a gun turret. Oh, that's actually in the base. Maldonado, shoot at it. Firebird. Maldonado cannot shoot a squirrel. Firebird, I told you to... Oh, never mind, he's got killed. Maldonado has been lightly bitten. It's fine. I mean, if that's all we're going to have to deal with, that's okay. I mean, a squirrel is a smaller target than a zombie, you're not wrong. But I do feel like at point-blank range with a revolver... I feel like at close range with a revolver, even I might be able to do it. Not that I've ever fired a gun. Probably. I say that, actually, no, probably. I would probably make a terrible mess of it. So maybe don't say that. I feel like when it gets really close, like the literal point-blank range before it starts biting you, I feel like there is a chance. Although I guess it's moving very quickly. But yeah, I'm not going to be one to try and find out if I could shoot a squirrel with a revolver. Thankfully, I did see somebody saying about watching them wall themselves in up here. I do have a mod that basically makes them more intelligent when they're building, so they shouldn't wall themselves in. In theory, it shouldn't let them wall themselves in. That being said, there is absolutely no guarantee about that. We have had a couple of times we've seen people get walled in. It is rarer, though. We do need the warm clothes. We should... don't actually know. Did we? We haven't actually gone and done the hunting. Oh, because MG's on research, isn't it? That's why I haven't done hunting. That makes sense. Ignore me for a second. Sakura's... I don't know why you've gone over there to eat. You could have complained about eating without a table when you literally walked off down to the river to go and eat without a table. You could have gone and eaten with a table. There's literally one there. But, you know, what can you do? Firebird is going to almost finish blocking up the cave. And Sakura is carrying the slate around. Well. There we go. That is going to be the end of our first stream on Rimworld Anomaly. We have, I mean, I'd say we've done fairly well. We've had a little bit of we've had a little bit of a rocky start. I think it's safe to say it was a little bit. It wasn't as smooth as it could have been. Certainly in terms of the early, real early game, we had a little bit of issues getting food and whatnot, but we've kind of recovered. We've got ourselves back to a very stable point now, which is great. Very happy about that one. Yeah, we've got a lovely little colony here. Firebird, you are alive. Everyone is alive. Well, Caleb the Goose was going to wander away anyway, so it was never really a. You know, we were never focused on that one. I mean, it was a self-tame animal. We're not really set up for animals as of yet. But so yeah, Pengy, thank you for the bits to say. The colony has survived a full stream session. We dealt with one zombie, a couple of raiders, some wild animals. It has been, yeah, a relatively chill time, you know? And I say this in relative terms. It has been a relatively chill time, which is good, which is nice, which I am happy about. That, though, is going to be... it's going to be it for this evening. So MG was asking, it's going to be a Saturday thing. So yes, this is the plan for me. Is we will continue our adventuring guild on Wednesday until I can complete that one. This will definitely become my Saturday evening. It'll be my Saturday evening stream for the foreseeable future. It might end up moving to Wednesday. I might do Wednesday and Saturday on Rimworld. depending on how that all goes. But yes, this is going to be the Saturday evening stream going forward. We will explore the anomaly, we will do all sorts of bits and pieces, we will build cars and tanks, and it's going to be an interesting one. I think this is actually a little bit more of a fiddly place to build a base. I think this is going to be a difficult place, actually, to build a base. Slightly. I mean, we can utilise the fact we're up against the wall quite nicely, I hope. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be an interesting one. But, yeah, well, yeah, as Pengy said, there certainly have been bases, there have been colonies of mine that have been lost on the first stream. Sometimes the very first session is the most dangerous. Once you start getting a big colony, once you've got a very self-sufficient big colony, you're actually in a little bit safer position. That being said, you know, there's always something that can go terribly wrong. We're not going to hope for any of that, though. So far, things are looking good. We'll have gun turrets next time. Defences will be set. Hopefully, all will go smoothly. However, that is going to be it for this evening. A very, very big thank you to all of you for watching. A massive thank you to those who donated, those who subscribed. It is always immensely appreciated. I know there is only a limited amount of colonists that we can get today. Hopefully in time we will be able to get more colonists as the adventures continue. We should do, with the selection of mods that I've got and everything, we should be able to. But that is going to be it for this evening. I do apologise if I did miss anything. A lot of stuff came in at the start and I did not necessarily keep up with it all. Hopefully I got as much as I could have done. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all. I hope you enjoy, the rest of your Saturday evening, night. I'm going to bed soon. Yeah, thank you all for watching on this Saturday evening. I'll be back tomorrow with some more GTA 5 shenanigans, so I hope you'll be able to join me for that one. Until next time, goodbye.